Yo, thank you.
City boy, city boy.
Yo, that's my favorite. That's my favorite sound, man. That's my favorite sound. All right, let's get this show started. Let's get some people to click on this bad boy. Yo, listen. What is one thing that's been going all over social media right now is the whole FTX scandal, the cryptocurrency scandal, anything that has to do with Sam Bankman-Fried. Have you guys heard about that? Yo, Tabish Gazelle, what's up, bro? I don't know if I messed up your name, but W to you, bro. Thank you for joining the stream. So, yo, anyways, oh damn, this is a crazy, man. Andrew Tate recently came out and he spoke up on the entire FTX scandal. So here I got a bunch of videos that we could watch about the whole cryptocurrency scandal and how it's kind of all unraveled and what we can learn from it. Because in times like this, we kind of need to stick a little bit together when it comes to the cryptocurrency age. I think there's a lot of guys that watch Andrew Tate that are really attached to cryptocurrency, to Bitcoin, Ethereum. And I'm one of those guys, you know, and I don't want to get scammed. So thank God I avoided FTX. But that being said, let's see what Andrew Tate's got to say about it. Yeah, how do I do this? Whoop. How do I get this the most effective way? Oh, that was perfect. Nice. All right, so this is what Andrew Tate explains the recent crypto scandal. This is Andrew Tate's hot take.
The frugal man. FTX is a perfect example. What he is a fucking dork who wanted to be powerful and influential. He realized that money won't stop him being a nerd because the girl he's hanging around with is still getting plowed by his fucking blockchain dev. When you want power, you need unlimited money, so he became greedy, trying to get as much money as possible to buy a political party, pretend he's doing charitable acts, just have influence and control over other people, then stands up and goes, I drive an old car and I have a cheap t-shirt. And you know what? You dumb fucks believed him. You sat there and go, oh yeah, he doesn't care about money. People like him care about money more than people like me, because people like me spend our money. Let me give you all some advice. Beware
of the frugal man.
Breathe air.
Sheesh. What do you guys think? You guys think Andrew Tate's got a point? You think we should all worry about being frugal? Do you think we should worry or be concerned about the frugal man? All right, the guy who saves his money, the guy who's trying to build something. Because I think that's a L, bro. I think that's an L take. But I think, is Sam Bankman-Fried, he looks on appearances, judging him first pace basis, he looks blue pill, bro. He looks a lot like a soy boy, for sure, absolutely. Like this is what he looks like, man. This is what he sounds like.
I wanted to get rich not because I like money, but because I wanted to give that money to charity.
And he really ran off and stole a lot of money right now, man. He stole a lot of money. He's in big trouble. But the craziest part about this entire scandal is the fact that the person he was basically in cahoots with, or the person he was working with, was his girlfriend. And they would always say, they wouldn't even mention it, or his ex-girlfriend, a girl he used to mess around with, whatever. Caroline Ellison, CEO of Alameda Research. Watch this. This is what she sounds like. And I hate when these things happen and people just start to bring up the old conversations. Why couldn't you see this way back when the conversation happened? Why were people talking about it back then? Why are they talking about it now when everything is down?
Absolutely could pull it off without my math degree. Use very little math. Use a lot of elementary school math. Being comfortable with risk is very important. We tend not to have things like stop losses. I think those aren't necessarily a great risk management tool. I'm trying to think of a good example of a trade where I've lost a ton of money. Well, I don't know. I probably don't want to go into specifics too much with that.
This is the CEO, bro. That is the CEO right there, bro. That girl is the CEO right there of Alameda Research, man. And what Sam Bankman-Fried gave him like $10 billion, bro. What? All right, so let's see. Let's watch a video and a breakdown about what happened with the whole FTX situation, because we gotta get informed. We gotta get informed if we want to know what to do, how we could act. So I got a video on Andrei Jikh.
Crypto, proving once again that we can make millionaires out of billionaires. So here's a recap of how we got here. Previously on Yu-Gi-Oh! So this week started off with CZ and Binance tweeting that they were going to sell their entire stake of FTX tokens because FTX was potentially insolvent. Now Sam of FTX responded that everyone was safe and that customer deposits were perfectly fine.
But they were not.
Now after CZ tweeted that, the whole crypto space was like, what does he know that we do not? And as soon as that happened, people started to withdraw their funds and sell their assets, which FTX could not honor because they froze roughly $6 billion worth of customer withdrawals, at which point Binance offered to buy FTX pending due diligence. Now by Wednesday this week, everyone was crossing.
Hey all, I have a few announcements to make. This is Sam Bankman-Friedman. This is the thief. Things have come full circle, and FTX.com's first and last investors are the same. We have come to an agreement on a strategic transaction with Binance for FTX.com. So he's basically capping about that too.
Their fingers and praying that Binance would come in and help rescue FTX. But after doing less than 24 hours worth of due diligence, here's what they found. They have officially backed out of buying FTX. And as soon as that happened, the price of Bitcoin collapsed almost instantaneously to $15,000.
Woo, opportunity to buy. Opportunity to buy, baby.
Ethereum to $1,000, and Solana lost roughly 45% of its value. And that's because people are afraid that FTX is...
Yo, who had money in Bitcoin and Ethereum or Solana? Who had money down there, bro? Who's into the crypto space?
to start selling off their balance sheet. Anything that FTX touched started to collapse. Now this likely means that no one is going to come in and rescue Voyager, and all in all, crypto has lost over $1 trillion worth of value in the span of a few days. And we're only up to Wednesday, but now you're all caught up and there's been some new developments. Sam Bankman-Fried filed for personal bankruptcy because it was reported that he owed more than $650 million worth to his creditors. And if FTX is not bailed out, which looks like at this point it probably won't be, this will have a huge impact on the whole crypto space, and it will set us back years worth in value lost, years worth in consumer confidence, and worst of all is the possible contagion effect of all the other major exchanges and businesses that had anything to do with FTX. So in today's video,
basically FTX was trying to get bailed out by Binance. Binance looked at the records and was like, yo, guess what? You sus, bro. In the last 72 hours, you're not even letting people take their money out. You're not liquid. You're capping, Sam Bankman-Fried. Freed. Oh, shit. So basically, CZ, the owner of Binance, backed out. And Binance is sus, too. Binance is probably the next one to collapse. They probably next.
I'll help explain the madness of crypto this week, so let's get into it. Hi, my name is Andrei Jikh. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay for less Binance, because now Binance has pulled out of buying FTX, and it's needless to say, but if you have your money on FTX US or International or BlockFi, please take your money.
You know what's crazy is if you've been watching these investors enough on YouTube, like Andrei Jikh, me, Kevin, Graham Stephan, there was so many people, even Bia Heza, so many people pushing FTX because obviously they were making money, they were getting bank off that. They were like, yo, Tom Brady joined it. There's a lot of celebrities that joined it. And every single person was pushing FTX. And I was the only one that was like, yo, how is that even sustainable, man? Like, honestly, how is that really even sustainable? How are they paying so much of the influencers to promote FTX and they get money for every single transaction that is made on the platform? That doesn't seem sustainable at all. So I didn't buy into that bullshit, bro. I did not buy into that shit at all. And that shit was a big red flag for me. That was a big red flag for me. That's when I stopped, honestly, I stopped investing in crypto. Not because I don't believe in the technology, but more importantly, because I see red flags. I know when I notice red flags, and I'm looking for the best opportunity. So let everybody that's pussy take their money out, and I will start investing when I know things have hit rock bottom, when I know there's no more money to extract, to take out of cryptocurrency.
As soon as you possibly can. It's not worth the risk right now because Sam has told us that unless he gets a cash infusion to get FTX out of liquidity problems, that most likely they'll have to declare bankruptcy. At which point, since most investors are considered unsecured creditors, people would be very fortunate to maybe get 10 cents on the dollar. For now, FTX US is still operational and FTX.com resumed.
Yeah, I guess when this video was made, he didn't realize that the guy fled the country, bro. Let me see. Virgin Psychic, Men International reach out to me about crypto, and I said always illustrated that no crypto will outperform the Bitcoin. I'm high accuracy. Yeah, you're very. That's a fact, man. Bitcoin, peer-to-peer lending, the system behind Bitcoin. My whole synopsis behind investing in Bitcoin long-term over the next 10 years, slowly averaging into Bitcoin, right? So I just basically put in like $100 every single week into Bitcoin slowly over time. It will outperform. My synopsis is the stock to flow model. So if you want to learn about that, just Google in stock to flow model and how it's compared to gold, how Bitcoin almost follows gold. And right now it's way under. So it's like just all opportunity right now.
Withdrawals temporarily, so please go check it out right now. If you still have your money, go withdraw it ASAP, because my worry is that if FTX.com collapses again or declares bankruptcy, that FTX.com could go after FTX US assets, at which point everything could be thrown into bankruptcy. So it's better to be safe than sorry. Please go take your crypto offline and keep it somewhere safe. Now, during this whole process, I learned
So you see, that scares me, man. It scares me when influencers over here is telling you to take all your crypto offline and put in like a cold storage wallet, because now, I don't trust Coinbase. I'm starting to get sussed out by Gemini. Like, there's a lot of cryptocurrency funds that I'm just like, oh shit, are they all next to crash? Like, something bad really has to happen for Bitcoin to just immediately skyrocket at some point.
a little bit more about how this collapse could have happened and what crypto companies will do to prevent this in the future. But the way it seems this happened is FTX created their own native token that they leveraged and borrowed against while also lending out customers.
So right here, this is the craziest thing. This is what Andrew Tate was talking about right here, right? Is they created their own currency, which is normal, that's crypto. They borrowed against it. So they created their own currency. They burned some tokens. They inflated the price so that they could put it on a piece of paper, go to a loan officer or somebody or investors to be like, hey, look at all the money that we've accumulated. They borrowed against it, and then they lent out deposits.
And the reason this is sad.
So basically, they started investing in bullshit. They took all the investors' money and started investing in bullshit.
Because FTX was supposed to hold itself to a higher standard. Because unlike all of the other crypto businesses that have failed in the past, those companies, in their own terms of service, told us that they lent out our assets and that's how we made our interest. But FTX tried to assure us that our assets were backed one-to-one. And
FTX violated its own terms of service and misused users' funds, lawyer says.
That they did not engage in the practice of lending out our assets. Now we know that that is not true, and they violated their own terms of service. Now this is the reason why Bitcoin and all of the other cryptos are crashing this week, because we're afraid of what could happen if FTX goes bankrupt, of what it would mean for liquidations and margin calls for the rest of the crypto space. Now, all in all, there's a history lesson for crypto to learn here, and this is about to blow your mind. This has been one of the longest running experiments in the history of money, and we just found the answer to whether or not they work because we saw the failure of it in crypto. This system was not invented by crypto. It was borrowed from the traditional banking system. It's called the fractional reserve banking system. And believe it or not, if you're someone who thinks that crypto is a Ponzi scheme, we're all actually part of a much bigger Ponzi scheme experiment that's been going on for a really long time. Here's how it works. If you deposit $1,000 inside of your bank account right now here in the US,
So pretty much, he's just re-explaining what Sam Bankman-Fried did, and Sam Bankman-Fried just took the fractional reserve banking and just basically copied and pasted it to FTT.
Bank can legally lend on up to 90% of your deposit's value. So let's say someone else comes along and decides to take out a loan for $900 worth to buy themselves an avocado because inflation in the future is transitory. So they take out $900 and they deposit it back into the same bank to keep the money. That same bank can now lend 90% of that deposit's value, or $810. And this goes on indefinitely until...
And if they lose that money, they can't pay you back. So it's something you agree to by keeping your money in banks, keeping your money in wallets, keeping your money in funds. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but You have to look for the one with the best history, with the best performance. At the end of the day, you still take the risk. You always take that risk.
Still, this deposit is reduced to pennies. And with just $1,000, a bank can magically create $10,000 worth of value, even though it is 10 times the original deposit amount, and even though they may only have 10% of actual cash in their reserves. This means with just one simple tweet, if you could hypothetically undermine the confidence and trust of an entire bank and you got enough people to withdraw all of their money all at once, that bank would collapse and it would need to get bailed out. That's the mechanism we're seeing fail in crypto right now.
And that's how we get finessed by the system day after day after day, man. Every single day. So if you put all your value behind money, you're a joke. You're a joke. Don't put your value behind money, all right? Use money to improve your life, all right? Understand how the system works. Sam Bankman-Fried understood the system, except he took advantage of people in the wrong way. He got too greedy. He got way too greedy and shit collapsed. But what he did was he was trying to be SBF tried to be perspicacious, like Andrew Tate, try to look and seek for new opportunities. So he created his own token, inflated the price, got investors, tried to do the Mr. Beast videos of like, oh yeah, you know, I'm just trying to do this for charity and shit like that. Fucked up the money, was irresponsible with it because he's young. He's young, and then he lost it, violated his own terms of community service. You know, basically all the ethics of his corporation just went out the window. Nobody decided to do the homework in it, and everybody just took the bag. They took the money, and they didn't realize how the people that bought into FTX or that used FTX were going to get burned. And that cycle happens over and over and over again. And we've seen it happen so many times.
But there's a big difference between crypto and banks. It's that people trust dollars because they're backed by the full faith of the US government, its power, and its protection. But the only tangible thing about dollars, unlike crypto, which represents nothing, is that dollars represent debt. Using this exact system is how crypto companies were able to model their business practices from the banks of printing unlimited amounts of money. Except unlike the banks, crypto companies run with no checks and balances, no reserve requirements, and no transparency. This fractional reserve banking system is all around the world with every single commercial bank. So if that's true, then why is the banking industry not considered a Ponzi scheme? A lot of people think it is, and it's compared to one, because both systems require people to have faith in it in order for it to function, and both crypto and banks technically promise the guarantee of some return.
And that's why if you understand crypto and you fuck with Bitcoin, you understand that it's a decentralized asset and that it functions, its main function is to work from person to person, or player versus player, however you want to view it. All right. What the bank does is it takes player versus player, and then the bank is in between, and they're the ones just interacting, and they can manipulate it, they can fuck with it or whatever. For Bitcoin, it's susceptible to that. That being said, the owner, the person that created it, can't even fuck with it, and nobody even knows who they are. They could be dead for all we know. So that's kind of why I like Bitcoin. I like the decentralization aspect of it.
Because banks also
it's actually the truest form of reserve banking if you think about it, because there's no in between, there's no middle guy.
Package our loans and they sell it to other investors who hope to make more money. That's the problem though. Fractional reserve banking does not work with crypto because the moment people lose faith in it, there's no one coming to bail them out. And that's exactly why FTX is seeking an $8 billion cash infusion. That's why the next phase of this crypto collapse really worries me, because as more and more people get scared and try to withdraw all of their money out of the crypto exchanges, their balance sheets will be tested and we'll get to see who's swimming naked. The famous Warren Buffett quote. That's the real test. And I'm really worried that this contagion effect has already spread to companies like Crypto.com, which...
Bro, Crypto.com, man. Crypto.com, Dana White's putting that on the UFC canvas every single fight. Matt Damon pushing Crypto.com. Yo, Crypto.com is next, bro. I'm telling you right now, I think Crypto.com is next. I think there's a lot of crypto companies that are gonna fall. And it's just like Warren Buffett said, and that shit is crazy, bro. I'm just hoping the guy Gemini is good, bro. Because Coinbase a little suspect to me too. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
This week have stopped withdrawals of USDC, USDT, and Solana. Pretty much anything and everything that had heavy ties to FTX, nobody wants to touch, and those assets are collapsing. That's why the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Department of Justice are teaming up to look into the mismanagement of FTX customer funds. But if FTX is allowed to fail, here's what I think will happen. Trust and confidence will be set back.
Oh wait, you know what's crazy? You know what he didn't even cover? He didn't even cover the fact that the girl of Alameda Research, here, let me show you. Sam Bankman's ex-girlfriend, this girl right here, the CEO, right here, that girl right there. Crap, where's my fucking thing? All right, this girl right here, she or her father actually works directly with the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler. So they were able to give Sam Bankman-Fried some advice on how to legally get over some obstacles with the IRS, which is that's crazy, man. That's crazy. The amount of influence money has on people and the doors it can really open for you.
Years. But crypto will eventually bounce back and it'll create a better product. And so far, over 9 crypto exchanges have pledged to show their proof of reserves using something called Merkle trees. Not former Chancellor of Germany Angela Merkel trees, but the way data is stored. Now, if you've never heard of this really nerdy term in crypto...
Yo, Red Hood, what's up, bro? Just join, what's the beef? Yo, is anybody here, out of the 17 people watching, are you guys invested in crypto? Do you guys know about crypto? Like, talk to me. Drop some questions, let me know, because I'm trying to react to this, but I'm going to get to Andrew Tate's reaction of what he thinks of crypto. All right. I'm just trying to give y'all a little bit of a preview of what happened with the entire FTX situation.
So it's really easy. Merkle trees allow exchanges to see a customer's account hash number, which shows them how much money we have. That data is then stored on a leaf node where it will then be audited by a third-party company to make sure that an exchange has all the money it says it does and that it's not lending it out to someone else. Because the only way for crypto to succeed at this point is to provide full transparency and to be a full reserve system.
But here's the thing about full transparency, my guy. Here's the thing about full transparency. Sam Bankman-Fried has also said in many interviews, oh, we are the fullest transparent, the most transparent company out of all the companies out there. They can all say that. But how do you prove it? That's the thing. That's what's frustrating me is how do you truly prove it? They can show you all the transactions, but is that enough? Is that really enough? Or is the system just that corrupt?
Not a fractional reserve system like what's happened with the banks. Crypto companies should not be allowed to lend out customer deposits. They should not be allowed to invest those assets without our say-so, and everything should be provable on the blockchain. And for now, I think Michael Burry said it best, that the problem with crypto right now is that there's leverage in the system. And when you allow leverage to exist and to go unchecked without any transparency, then no matter how much you think you know about a company,
oh, Michael Burry right here, bro. Michael Burry from The Big Short. This is the guy that predicted the 2008 recession. That's crazy. He said, and this is the truth about crypto right here. And crypto is not a scam. Arab Warrior. Crypto is not a scam. Crypto itself is not a scam. It's the people the big companies that are using crypto to take advantage of investors and lenders and users. Those people are the scammers, all right? And that's why I'm making this entire stream, because I want us to be aware and informed before you just go in buying crypto without understanding what exchange, what you should be looking for in exchanges. The CEO, how they speak, all things we're backing up, and what crypto even means in the first place. And Michael J. Burry sums it up perfectly right here. The problem with crypto, as in most things, is the leverage. So the leverage is essentially like the borrowing of the money, borrowing, basically money. If you know how much leverage is in crypto, you don't know anything about crypto. No matter how much else you think you know, Because basically, it's supposed to be just a straight up transaction. I give you money, you give me money. I give you money, you give me something in return. We don't really have to take out debts or really leverage things out. That's overly complicated. For that, go to a centralized bank. Go to the government. They're more secure than crypto is. All right. I don't know if I explained that too well, but that's all I got.
You really don't know anything at all. With that said, on a personal note, I just want to tell you my personal involvement with FTX. Growing up, I've always felt a little dumb when it comes to investing. I still do sometimes, but I used to too. And I've always wanted someone to help me explain investing like I was 5, because I mentally am sometimes. And with each and every video that I make here on YouTube.
Sorry, here's the thing about investing, guys, is that every investor is stupid. We're all dumb. You're never going to be perfect at investing, all right? But the way in which you become an investor is you just got to put in the money. You got to put in the money. You got to risk a little bit of your money, all right? And then you have to analyze it, and you have to deconstruct it and understand what was the goal, what was the purpose of this money, why did I put it in here, what does it stand behind, what are the ethics behind this company, do I really think it's going to grow? And then if your money falls flat, why did it fall flat? Don't just think, oh, it's a scam. Oh, I lost money because I'm not a good investor. No. Maybe that's an opportunity and you should hold down for the long run, because later on, that what you thought was a mistake might have truly been an opportunity, and you will reap the rewards. All right. So, there's no perfect investor. Every investor loses money.
YouTube, I feel like I get smarter every week. And I try to make a very clear point that most of crypto is more so gambling than it is investing, especially NFTs. And I go out of my way to make a very clear distinction, the difference between grown-up adult investing and building wealth and gambling, not investing, but gambling less than 5% of my net worth into something trendy or topical perhaps that week to make my YouTube videos just a little bit more high stakes and a little bit more fun to watch.
Come on, bro, don't say that. Just say you want to promote growth, bro. That's why I'm on the Andrew Tate wagon right now, bro. I'm trying to get everybody to come in. I genuinely like Andrew Tate. I like his message. I know I'm using his name as clickbait. I'm just gonna say it as it is, man. That's what it is, and I don't mind it. You don't gotta say it's like, oh, it's all this other bullshit. Look at this.
To make my YouTube videos just a little bit more high stakes and a little bit more fun to watch.
High stakes and fun to watch. Okay, sure, but that's not the priority, man. You just trying to grow and make that money, that cha-ching. Stop playing.
I try to counterbalance those videos with the real way to build wealth that's provable, which is the Warren Buffett approach, and to focus on broad market index funds and to max out your employer contribution match inside of a 401k, the traditional one, then getting a Roth IRA, maxing it out, then going back to the 401k and maxing that out, getting an HSA, maxing it out if you can, having some real estate, having some bonds, having some dividends, and diversifying. That is how I started my YouTube channel, and that has not changed. Even if the frequency of those videos has, my money is still true to those principles. But
that's the best way to invest, man. Investing is boring, all right? You got to essentially work and then slowly put in money, but don't just do it blindly. Don't just be like, oh yeah, someday I'm going to be a millionaire. Like, you should slowly put your money in while you work, and then in the meantime, you're coming up with a plan as to what you're going to do when you've accumulated all that money, when your investments pay off. Hey, maybe I should start taking out this money and start applying it towards some of my ideas, so one, you understand how to strategically use your money. You understand how to diversify, right? Hey, 5% is going to Tesla, 5% is going to Bitcoin, 70% is going towards rent and miscellaneous stuff and things that I need to live. And then maybe another 10% is going towards a project or something new, something that you might work on that might fail, like more risky, a little bit of a gamble. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to find your own way to diversify. There's no one way to invest. But the best proven method of investing is what he said, is just basically dividends, stocks. If you want to just, if you're so acute, like if you're working so many hours, you don't have time to sit here and do research on every single company, just do the boring way of investing, all right? Invest in the SPF 500, SP 500, or a Vanguard index fund. That's it. Simple. Boring.
I realize now that no matter how many times I try to go out of my way to give that disclosure, it'll never be enough, and I have to live with that. Now, I'm very proud of the fact that I have never accepted money to promote a crypto coin or a token or an NFT ever in my life.
No, just the platform FTX, bro. Just the platform FTX. Yo, what's up? Pee-wee Reacts. What's good, bro? How you doing today? What's your IG? My IG is GEEZUS George, GEEZUS GEORGE, and Jesus Show. So go follow me there. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for pulling up.
I know, sounds like it might be hard to believe considering how many I've covered throughout the last year, but I was never paid to do it. And if anyone claims that I was, the burden of proving that would be impossible because it never happened. If it did, I would cancel myself off the internet faster than anyone else tried to because I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. So even though I never had a formal partnership with FTX or Voyager, I was never sponsored nor had any affiliate links on this channel, I can't say that I'm not part of the problem. I regret to have taken on the sponsorship with FTX on the Millennial Money podcast. I should have known better, and for that, I'm sorry.
W accountability. But also, I kind of understand, man. He was trying to do the best he could. He had another podcast with the other financial influencers, financial educators, whatever you want to call them. And he did promote FTX on there. But, you know, he's not the owner of it. He wasn't running the entire thing, but you know, I think he got a bag off that. I definitely believe he got a bag off that. If he's not, he's capping. Anyways, let's watch Andrew Tate on the crypto market crash. Binance kills FTX deal. Big news in crypto, Bitcoin, NFT. This is one of his old interviews. So let's see what he's got to say on crypto.
For crypto, you're very rude about the crypto people.
Okay. Am I rude? I don't want to be rude.
Okay.
I don't want to be rude about crypto people.
Yeah, I like them. I'm a crypto people.
Yeah, you're a crypto person. Yeah, and I'm not. I know a lot of crypto guys who are cool. I have a lot of good friends.
Yeah.
I've made a load of money with crypto.
Yeah.
I love a pump.
Chainlink, right?
Yeah, I bought like loads.
Yeah.
I called Sol at like $6.
Damn.
Blah, blah. Yeah. So
No way, bro. He called Solana at $6, bro. He made bank at that, bro. And then he sold. See, that's the smartest way to do it. And I think that's what he does in his war room, man. Or at least that's what he preaches, you know. So I'm not a part of the war room. I'm sure if you talk to war room members, they'll fill you in.
I love crypto, and I love a crypto pump. Everybody does. When I say detrimental things about the crypto community, the point I'm trying to make is that many people out here, especially men, are not prepared for wealth. And when I say they're not prepared for wealth, they haven't been through the struggle that's going to allow them to become a man of caliber before they find money. They haven't done the running to the fish stall, running to the gym, getting punched in the face for money. They've never done that. So what happens when a 19-year-old kid catches a crypto pump on some junk?
W
like
subscription, bro.
Now he's a millionaire, fine. But a few things have happened. First, his ability to work hard has now been destroyed. He'll never work hard again, right? Because look how much money he made with blind luck. You think he's ever going to go out there and get a job and take a pay of 50 grand a year and really dedicate? Never. Even if he lost all that money, the only thing he could ever think to do is to just try and get another pump. Mm-hmm. He's a gambler now.
So that's basically what he's saying. He's saying that crypto is essentially promoting young people to become gamblers because they get so used to the idea that there's always going to be a pump. There's always going to be, so they might as well just wait, hold their money on crypto, and then not do anything else. They're not benefiting. They're not getting skills. They're not working towards becoming better men. They just rather just sit around. They probably took some money out and they're just waiting for the next pump. But how are you gonna just wait on the next pump? You have to be making money to be able to put it in so that when the next pump happens, you're gonna reap the rewards off it.
Effectively a gambler for the rest of his life. So his whole work ethic's been decimated. That's the first thing. The second thing that happens when someone like him catches a crypto pump is because he has no life experience, no real world experience, no struggle, etc. He's now, Tristan calls them geese.
Geeks?
Geese.
Geese?
Yeah, like geese.
Okay.
You famise the geese. And famise is another word he made up, but you just famise them. They're famisable. Famise them.
He made it up. I don't know what that means.
You
no
do
matter how
know.
many times you
You're
say
a
it.
chick. You know what it means.
No matter how many times you say a made-up word, I don't
famise is you turn up with your pretty smile.
Okay.
Oh, I love you. Duh, duh. He gets famised. He gets taken out of the game. He gets famoosed.
Whipped.
Yeah, whipped. Like he has no caliber. He's no character, right? He's got money, but money is nothing more than an amplifier. Money doesn't change who you are.
It sounds like Fugazi. It's a Wazi. It's a Woozy. It's a... Yo, who loves Wolf of Wall Street, bro? I love it that. Yo, Dojo of the Game, welcome back, bro. Welcome back. This is one of the Andrew Tate interviews I've seen.
The problem with most of these crypto dorks is that they were dorks and now they're rich dorks, but you're still a dork.
You're still a dork.
Yeah, money is just an amplifier. I'll give you an example. Lambo pulls up.
Yeah.
Nerd gets out. Now he's a super nerd. Oh, some tech dork. He has a Lambo. Who gives a shit? He's a nerd.
Damn. You mean like Sam Bankman-Friedman? That's the rich techno nerd he's talking about, essentially. You know, that's the example he's giving right now.
Lambo pulls up. Big man gets out. Now he's a mafia boss. So the point is that the Lambo is not what makes you a mafia boss. The Lambo, if you have all the other qualities, will amplify your qualities into that sphere. It's an amplifier. Money is an amplifier. And the point I'm making about wealth and crypto when I insult these guys is that a lot of these guys don't have any of the qualities they need to be amplified. They don't have anything worth amplifying. If you're a man and you've made a bunch of money on crypto, the smartest thing you can possibly do is understand that the traditional paths to wealth, pre-crypto, taught you a lot about being a man. If I had to make millions the old-fashioned way, I'd have to learn to negotiate, how to learn how to handle stress, learn how to work really hard, learn how to network. I'd have to learn so many things. These autists don't need to learn none of that. Just mask.
So boom, right there. That's what I fuck with right there. Listen, this is the juice right here. This is the value in what Andrew Tate is saying.
Learn how to work really hard, learn how to network. I'd have to learn so many things. These autists don't need to learn none of that.
So pretty much surrounding yourself with the right group of people, right? So that you're able to, instead of you solely just sucking up all the information, doing all the research yourself, stupid. If you make friends that are interested in the things that you're interested in, for example, crypto, right? Then you have many different perspectives and you can see, hey, this makes sense. This is what the majority of them are saying, where they get that information from. And then you can come up with a plan. Hey, does this make sense? Is this about to be pumped? Why is it about to be pumped? You guys put your money in there. You guys make a plan. You guys put your money in there, and then you take it out when everybody's talking about it. That's how Andrew Tate got Solana at $6.
Just mask. They don't know anything. So my point is that they've missed so many lessons on the path to wealth that wealth used to teach. This is why women used to respect money so much, not just for the money, but you knew you were talking to an ambitious, connected, smart, intelligent man.
Yeah.
Now you can meet a man with money and he's none of them things. He's literally none of them. You just call it crypto pump. It's a unique atmosphere we're in. It's temporary, but it's unique. And when I say when I insult the crypto guys, like, look, you have millions and millions of dollars. You need to get some masculine accountability. Not the plug, but the war room's the exact kind of thing you need to be in, or you need to go down to a fight gym, etc., etc. You need to learn all the lessons you missed on your path to wealth. And that's why when I insult crypto guys, that's what I mean, because I'll tell you something. I've been to these crypto events, blah, 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 blah. I'm the only real G. Okay, maybe some of them have more hundreds of millions of dollars than me. Cool. I'm the only one who ain't scared. I'm the only one who'll throw down in the street. I'm the only one who, if a gun came in the building, would be looking to take the assailant out. Everyone else would be running like girls.
So pretty much Andrew Tate's take on crypto is basically, you need to do,
You need to do what you're supposed to do, not what you feel like fucking doing.
That's funny. You need to work. You need to work hard, right? You need to get that skill set up. How can you get that skill set up, right? You go to the gym, you get all the frustration out, you build yourself up physically. Then, once you've built yourself up physically, you're in a better mood. What are the things that you're truly interested in, that you're building upon every single day? How are you challenging yourself to get better? How do you share that with other people, right? Networking with other people that share your similar interest. That's the true path towards wealth and success. All right. Money is bullshit. Money's going to come and go. Money's going to get pumped and it's going to fall. but the network you built around you with the abilities and the attributes that you have as a man is going to make you look better. It's going to build your status. So a lot of these crypto guys, they just put their money in. They're not building their network. They're not focused on building themselves. You know, so they're weak-minded. They make mistakes. And then what do? They just flee. They just run away.
You think money makes you something? Money doesn't make you anything, especially not in the harsh reality of Earth. And the real harsh realities of Earth, bravery makes you something, not your money. Your MetaMask ain't gonna save you if some dude rolls up on you with a blade, decides to stick it in your fucking neck. It's garbage. So these men aren't men. They're amplified dorks. And now they're all over Twitter with their little NFTs and their little cartoon faces thinking they're something. I bought this NFT. You still don't matter, G. You still don't matter because you bought an NFT. And that's the whole problem with the crypto world, is that none of them are actually very impressive people in real life. And that's why I insult them. But I don't want to insult them in a negative way. I'm trying to inspire you guys. Look, you have the money now. Use that money to upgrade your character. Increase who you are as a man. You know, there's networks and things you can join. There's places you can go where you're going to have to genuinely be held accountable and struggle and suffer and go through some trauma so you can walk with some pride, as opposed to looking like a complete geek.
Nice. I fuck with that. I never even seen that video. But I agree with the message heavily. So, and now this is Andrew Tate's most recent interview. All right. Andrew Tate, The Untold Truth, a new chapter, latest podcast, and this is where he talks about Andrew Tate speaks about cryptocurrency.
Join, and the only goal is to make money. The primary goal is make money. We're not trying to make you sit there and do exams for qualification. Make money. And you'll make more money than you spend. It's a very simple mathematical equation. So they attempted to destroy us and they failed. At CobraTake.com, you can join the real world. And anybody who's serious about their education, I absolutely recommend they do that. And the life path, the trajectory we've put people on in life is beautiful. We've had people at 18, 19 join Hustlers University, 6 months later have their War Room subscription, join the War Room, 2 or 3 years later, you know, they're at the meetups, they're here, and they're driving a Lambo. Yeah, it's truly beautiful. It's truly beautiful. I'm the only one with the Bugatti so far.
They can't join. The Bugatti has to stay at their house.
There's people in the War Room richer than me, but they're perhaps a little bit more subtle.
Yeah, but, they like to move under the radar.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite.
Yeah. So we were talking about people who got rich relatively quickly. A lot of those people are people who were into crypto.
Yep.
What do you think about cryptocurrency? Are you invested? Because, you know, a lot of people, they got rich of doing it. But I feel like to a certain extent, like, yeah, okay, they put in money, it got like whatever, like times 100x. But still, you would think that, okay, if it's so easy, how come people today are still not investing in it? You know, so like, I don't know, what do you think about cryptocurrency?
Yeah, so I'm a proponent of crypto. I do use crypto, Bitcoin, ETH, the big ones.
Okay.
I think that chasing crypto pumped.
So boom. Stay invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Honestly, those are the ones I'm in. But this is not financial advice. None of this is financial advice, all right? Do your own due diligence and research.
Is now over. The bull run's over. The stupid money is gone. Most people don't understand about crypto that it's person versus person. I see they launch these coins and then they start a Telegram community. And then if you go in the community,
Discord,
if you get in the community, everyone's like, yeah, we're all in this together. No, you're not.
No.
You're not in this together. If you're buying or if you're selling, if you buy crypto at $1 and then you sell it at $10, someone bought it off you at $10.
Yeah. Probably in that same Telegram.
Probably in the same Telegram group. So you're literally stealing money from the other people in your community, the other people who believe in the project. You're stealing money from them. It's player versus player. They start these stupid communities so all of you sit there and don't dump so that the developer can dump.
Yeah.
You're all dummies.
All of you guys,
you're all dummies.
Yeah.
It's player versus player. And a lot of the dumb money is now gone. People who were stupid, who believed in all this crap,
learned their lesson.
They've lost all their money.
Yeah.
So now the only people left in crypto is the smart money, and that's very, very hard to steal, right?
Yeah.
So I think that the idea of chasing a pump right now is...
But is it though? Is it really, really hard to steal though? Because, I mean, it's all backed by a wallet, and your wallet can get hacked. I mean, it's just your laptop, your phone, like all these things are susceptible to getting hacked. You can have a lot of money there, and your wallet can and will be stolen.
Very foolish. Yeah. I also think that one of the detrimental things about crypto is that it recently made people a bunch of money. Yeah, sure. in the last 2 to 3 years, or 6 months, 9 months, whatever it was, the bull run. But the people who made money with crypto didn't learn any real skills. They didn't learn sales. They didn't learn marketing. They didn't learn management. Didn't learn how to deal with stress. Didn't learn how to grow a company. Didn't learn how to deal with taxes.
They didn't struggle.
They didn't learn anything. They didn't struggle.
Yeah.
There was no pain. They bought a coin. They watched it go up. Now they tell the world how smart they are. They think they're a genius. They think they're too good to work, these people. Nah, I'm too smart to work. You don't understand. I know crypto. I bought this coin.
Yo, who here has fell for that, man? Who here has invested into crypto, didn't do any other research, and just watched the price go up, didn't sell out, and then ate shit because they weren't doing anything else? Who was that, man? Because that, honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. That was slightly me, except I was still doing this the GEEZUS show. I was still working on on other business ventures. But I'm not gonna lie, I was investing heavily into crypto at that time, and I was just like, yo, listen, I don't gotta do shit, bro. And I kind of slacked off for a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
My friend, every single coin went up. You're not a genius. Everything went up. All of them went up. You could have bought anything. Yeah, you were in the right place at the right time. You made a little bit of money, but you've learned absolutely zero. And unfortunately, if you have money but no lessons and you're still a dummy, that money is not going to last long, and you're going to lose it. And the world we live in now is also hyper expensive. Like, you make a couple $100,000 and you think you're rich.
You lose 20% the same day.
Bro, like,
inflation.
The amount of money you need nowadays to be considered rich is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I was with Dan Bilzerian a couple weeks ago, and I was telling him how quickly my life has changed. I used to go to a holiday for a week with 500, 600 pounds, right, for the week.
Yeah.
When Dan messaged me and said, hey, let's hang out, he was in France, I was in Romania. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
I had some cars in Germany I had trucked over to wait for me there because the roads are nice. I organized my jet from Bucharest to France. I needed a security team to come with me. I hired the security team.
Jesus, bro. What the fuck? He needed a whole truck to move his cars. I mean, which is obvious. That's a crazy lifestyle, bro. You had to set up your jet. He did all that himself. You don't have like an assistant or a manager doing that for you. Where Georgine at?
Come with me. I like to use my Romanian guys, so we had to get a bigger jet to accommodate them. By the time we jetted in with the security team, picked up the cars, everybody, 6 or 7 people needed 5-star hotel rooms. Everybody ate food. I sat and had a meeting with Dan. I took the cars for a spin around the mountains, went to a spa a little bit, jumped back on the jet with the entire security team, put the cars back on a truck to Germany, and flew home. So by the time I had a 3-hour meeting with a friend, it cost me $400,000.
Oh my goodness.
That's how expensive the world is at the top.
What? It cost Andrew Tate $400,000 to meet with Dan Bilzerian? Yo, how much you think it costs to get Andrew Tate on a phone call for an hour? $400,000 just to meet with Dan Bilzerian for 3 hours, 4 hours?
So when you're sitting there and you've made $200,000 on a crypto pump, and you think, oh, I'm rich. You are a brokey, and you haven't even learned any lessons. You're a dummy. So I think crypto's bad for kids because it has a whole.
I'm not gonna lie. Anybody else watching this and feel way more broke, just like broke as fuck?
Bunch of kids out here thinking they don't need to work hard, they don't need to dedicate themselves, they don't need to learn important lessons, they can just chase a pump and win the lottery, and it ain't gonna happen. That's whether you lose all their money. So that's the bad thing about crypto, and that's why I'll sit here right now and do a plug and say join the real world instead, and join Hustlers University instead, and learn real lessons that you can apply to anything, so you'll never be broke, and have a real network like the War Room, so you can never be broke. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes to $1 million or zero. I'll make money either way. I'll make money either way. Because I have skills, and not by day trading, not by that. I'm just going to know things other people don't know before they know them. I'm just going to have opportunities identified and presented to me before other people have them. And it doesn't matter if Bitcoin goes down to zero or it goes up to $10 million a coin. Either way, I'm going to make insanely large sums of money because of my network and because I'm respected and because I know important people. And that's the problem with these crypto kids. They have none of that.
Yeah. So I have a question. You have a lot of strengths. What would you say are some of your biggest strengths and like some of your biggest skills, some of your biggest weaknesses as Andrew Tate?
As Andrew Tate. I'd like to think I'm pretty all-encompassing when it comes to strengths.
Yo, this is a really great interview, honestly. This guy's actually asking him questions. He looks like he's just chilling. He got the Andrew Tate sunglasses and shit, imitating him real well.
And I've made sure of that. My father had a saying, which is now my saying, as I'm the oldest Tate. My unmatched perspicacity coupled with sheer indefatigability makes me a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. And I stand by that. I do like to believe I'm a feared opponent in any realm of human endeavor. If someone were to come up to you and say, you have to have a skateboarding competition, but don't worry.
Well, you know why he's a feared opponent in any human endeavor is because that dude is very perceptive. He's studied, he's taken a lot of risk. He studied, he understands business, he understands sales, he understands marketing. I'm sure he's had several different businesses that have failed. He's learned from each and every single one of them. He has stories to back up all his failures. And he applies that towards the things that he sees every single day, and he takes action. So, and he also doesn't become tired. He works towards increasing his stamina mentally and physically. So that's where Andrew Tate is a big ass W. Let me see. J World, hey, I'm here to the channel. I love the Andrew Tate reactions. Yo, welcome, brother. Welcome. J World, welcome. Dojo of Gain, I'm moving to South America soon to leverage my money. How are you doing that? How are you moving to South America to leverage your money? You mean you're moving to South America because things are worth less and you've saved up a good amount of money and you want to start opening up new things in South America and you want to borrow or leverage against your portfolio that you have? Like, how are you planning on doing that? I'm confused.
The guy you're skateboarding against can't skateboard. You'd be like, cool. And then I turned up. Part of you'd be like, shit. Even I can't even skateboard. But part of you'd be like, Tate.
Tate, this guy.
Yeah, not this guy. I'm just that guy.
He's pretty good.
I'm just that guy I'm just good at stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to compete against me at anything. So I'm good at everything. My weaknesses, I've strongly analyzed my weaknesses.
Yeah.
In fact, I've sat around with friends of mine and with people who I care about dearly and who care about me back and said, if I had to hurt me.
What do you guys think Andrew Tate's weaknesses are, man? Hold on. We before he says it, we have to analyze what his weaknesses truly are, man. Let me see. He definitely. All right, listen. Boxing. I'm not gonna lie. He's not a boxer. He's a kickboxer. So that's a big weakness. All right. But when it comes to business, what could be his biggest weakness? I guess. I don't know, man. His network, the people around him are really truly his greatest weakness, right? If he's a very well-developed, well-rounded person, I would say it has to be like his family, like the people around him, maybe colluding against him, imploding. Maybe he's not as patient. I don't know. But that is a good question. What's his weakness?
How would I do it? If I decided to do damage to me in my life, how would I do it? Where are my weaknesses? It's been analyzed and talked about and discussed at length.
Because you need to do that reflection.
You have to know. Most people don't do that. No. Most people don't say, if someone wanted to ruin my life, how would they ruin it?
Yeah.
So I know all of my weaknesses. I know all my weak points. Obviously, I defend and guard them the best you can, but obviously not everything can be completely defended and guarded. I know what they are. I'm not going to advertise them to the feral psychopaths of Earth.
Okay.
But
all right, he didn't say it. That's fucking bullshit. That's some bullshit, straight up. That's a good question. I don't even know, to be honest. I mean, I guess what you can really take from this is, what are your weaknesses, right? Like, what are your weaknesses? Like, what are some of my weaknesses that I can reflect on right now, all right? Sometimes I'm very over-analytical, all right? I give myself a deadline, and I'm doing research and looking over topics and trying to figure out how to put things together, that I fail to apply it. And once I hit the deadline, I got to stick to the deadline, all right? I got to give myself that kind of pressure, and I can't work beyond that deadline. Once I'm done, I'm done. I have to just start applying it. And if I fail, then that's how I learn from it. So that's one of my weaknesses, is that I'll become too over analytical that I'll forget to apply it. And I've basically stuffed my brain with too many things that I can't even function correctly. Like that's one of my greatest weaknesses, is just like overstuffing myself. So understanding that, what do? I set these deadlines and I have to meet them. I have to meet them no matter what. And if I look like an idiot, then I look like an idiot. It is what it is.
I think in terms of how difficult a target on Earth is, I'm certainly one of the top hardest people on Earth to damage, whether emotionally, psychologically, physically, etc. I'm extremely difficult to damage because I live a reality in which I'm very conscious of these things, paranoid perhaps, and I'm hard to get to. Most men, you can just steal his girlfriend. Most men, you just steal his chick. You just steal his chick or just run up on him when he goes to the chicken chip shop. And most men are so easy to hurt. Most men you can just lie about in the media, Matrix attack them, and they'll have a mental breakdown. Most men are so absolutely not mentally weak.
They'll say sorry.
They'll cry. I did none of that stuff, right? Most men, you can just you can just get a famous guy.
So pretty much, we get it. You're strong mentally, you're strong physically, It's hard to break you. It's hard to break you, Andrew Tate. Dojo of the game. The dollar is worth more. I'm renting out my house and working remotely, and I have a house in Peru that is paid off, so I'll have very little expenses. Okay, so you basically, yeah, you're just leveraging your savings to save more money, keep working since you're working remotely, and you're lowering the cost. But here's the thing: is in South America, are you limiting yourself towards connections? Like, do you speak Spanish very fluently? I'm sure you do, but you know, maybe you might. I don't know what your job is, but maybe you're limiting yourself in that sense. I don't know, or I could be entirely wrong. Let me see. So let's look at what are Andrew Tate's daily habits. This is actually I'm curious about this.
Music, yeah, I was messing around with music for a while. I only did that because I knew a guy who wanted to be a musician. And I'd meet him and say, how are things going? He'd go, bro, we nearly finished my song, gonna finish my album, and we're gonna make a lot of money. I was like, cool. 6 months later, I'd see him, how's things? Hey, bro, almost done with the album. I was like, it's been 6 months. An album. Yeah, but you don't understand. You gotta mix the track. It takes time. Mixing a track. Okay, we have computers, what, 10 minutes? Okay, two days. It's been 6 months, bro. Like, and I'd sit to him and say, it can't take this long. You're just smoking weed. You're not working. And he's like, no, you don't know. So I thought, okay, I'll make a track. So I made a song. I wrote some lyrics and hit a guy up, got a beat, got a mic. I know I'm not talented. Yeah. Talked, blah, blah, blah. I made a song in 2.5 hours. Yeah, and I started releasing these songs I made in 2 hours. And it was just to spite that.
It's not that hard to make a song. It's really not. It's really not. If you know a person that's been putting all the time into creating music, you just show up in the studio and they will make some shit happen, bro. But that's the hardest part, is finding somebody that's truly devoted and talented at music.
Guy. Just to teach him a lesson about how speed works. It's funny because, obviously not because of my musical talents, but because of my influence everywhere else, I got millions of views on my videos. Yeah. So I beat him. Yeah. So it's like, how many views you got? Yeah. 0. And it's not because the songs are good, not because I think I'm a musical genius, but because I'm Tate. But yeah, they're like an hour, 2 hours. I threw them together, and it was just a lesson in speed to make sure that I wasn't making any mistakes. And he was telling me it genuinely took months. I knew he was wrong, but the only way you truly know is to do. So I was like, this has to be a lie. So I made a song in 2 hours. I made a video in 3 hours, and boom, boom. From 9 a.m. till 1 p.m. Bang, millions of views, done.
Wow, Iris. You got to respect that, man. That's speed and efficiency, man. To be able to get something out so quickly. And like he says in business all the time, is that one of the most important assets that you have in business is speed. How fast can you deliver the things that you say? Because if you're fast, guess what? If somebody wants something, they want it immediately, especially since people's attention spans are incredibly low. So you need to be able to meet the demand quickly. That is what makes you valuable. That is what is going to set you apart from the competition.
He's still talking about his album. He's probably still talking about it today.
It
probably doesn't even exist. Comes out tomorrow. Yeah, be ready.
It's coming.
Yeah,
my life is gonna change.
Yeah.
Well, what does like a day in your life look like? What are your daily habits that you do to make your day good?
Finally,
do you meditate?
This is where we're at.
Do you do affirmations?
No, I don't meditate. I don't do affirmations. Maybe I meditate a little bit as I fall asleep. Maybe,
but it's not like a conscious decision.
No, I wake up. I check my phone. I go through my phone for about half an hour. I then go and I start training. As I train, I stay on my phone in between sets. I train every day.
You're always online. I've noticed that. When I talk to you, you're always online. You reply a second.
Permanently. 17 hours of screen time a day.
Oh, wow.
What? Andrew Tate's screen time is 17 hours a day? What? How, man? I'm trying to get off the screen time. I thought Andrew Tate was off. I don't know who's doing 17 hours of screen time a day. But what apps is he on? Is he messaging on WhatsApp all day, like just trying to collaborate? Because that's what it seems like he's doing right now. You know, I mean, he is a big celebrity, so he's trying to look for the newest opportunity. And he's already got the skill set. He's already got the value. So maybe he's just trying to promote. He's trying to, promote more value or give more value towards other people that are trying to collaborate with him. Like this guy right here. I wonder how much this guy paid to have Andrew Tate on the podcast. That's crazy. 17 hours of screen time. Like, for me, that shit feels toxic, bro. That shit feels toxic. Oh, one of the greatest weaknesses, probably, I got to watch less YouTube.
Let me see your screen time.
17 hours a day. I can't show my phone, bro.
Okay, never mind.
But 17 hours of screen time.
I believe you, though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So if I'm awake, I'm online.
Yeah.
I'm a phone addict, I guess you can call it, but that's where all the important things happen.
Yeah.
I have an empire. I have an empire that spans across 25 countries. Like I'm on my phone. I know that for peace of mind, I should use my phone less. I don't want peace of mind. I want chaos.
You
and
want
war.
conquer.
I want to conquer the earth.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan did not want peace of mind.
Yeah.
If he did, he would have stopped. I don't want peace of mind. I wake up, I train, I stay on my phone, then I begin working.
I like that. I like how he literally just said that quote about Genghis Khan. Like, you don't need to have a peace of mind. People who are seeking peace of mind are essentially trying to become more complacent, more passive, more comfortable. You need to always seek uncomfortability. And for 17 hours a day, he's seeking uncomfortability by being on his phone. But my question really is, what is he doing on his phone that's making him so productive? Like, that should be the real question. But I guess he answered it by saying it's all chaos. He looks for chaos. He looks for problems.
I'm doing a podcast now. If I'm not doing a podcast, or if I'm not driving, or if I'm not fighting, I'm online. And I live my entire life online. If I'm awake, I'm working. If I sit to have shisha tonight at 9 or 10 p.m., and there's a whole bunch of hot girls around, and my brother's there, and we're all chilling, and we're talking, I'm doing all of that while I'm on my phone.
Yeah.
I am working at the same time. I can easily sit and manage a multi-million-dollar empire and talk to some bimbo at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot. It's not hard. I work.
But
all I do,
bro, I'm not gonna lie, like that's the true skill that we need as men, bro. All right, when you're talking to your girl and you're like on your phone and you're trying to do something really important and she's like telling a story, if you could truly multitask and listen to what she's saying, give a coherent response, and then still do your work, you're a productive man. You're a top G, bro. That's it. That shit takes years to master. I'm not gonna lie. I have not perfected that skill at all. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Is work. All I do is work. I don't know how else to say it to you. People meet me and they're like, "I'm surprised. I thought you'd be like this. I'm surprised how like quiet you are and you're just working." Correct. I have a very, very large and vast empire across huge swaths of the world and different industries. And anything I've ever wanted, if I want a beautiful female or a Bugatti, another one, or $100 million or whatever, I'm going to get it via my phone. Yeah. So I work. That's who I am. It's what I do. In fact, a video just released on YouTube, and it was from here in Dubai. It's 12 minutes long, and it was behion the scenes of Tate. And it's a camera guy. Yeah.
Dubai, Tate in Dubai.
Yeah, and there's one of the comments on there is, "Wow, Andrew's always on his phone."
You're in the desert. You're on a table with like 5 girls, and you're literally sitting like this. And in that video.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Andrew Tate really is always on his phone. Now that I think about it, every single video that I've seen, either he's ranting at the camera, and if he's not the camera, and if it's like his assistant recording, and then it goes on up on TikTok, Andrew Tate is usually always on his phone. And Tristan Tate is always drinking, bro. That's crazy.
I work. If I'm awake, I work. From the second I'm awake, first thing I do is check my phone. And the last thing I do before I close my eyes, I'm on my phone. I am working.
Yeah.
That's all I do.
And you run on like very low sleep hours, yeah?
I probably sleep 4 to 5 hours a night. I don't necessarily recommend that.
No way, bro. Come on. You sleep 4 to 5 hours a night, bro? You don't got no bags and shit? How? How the fuck?
I know some people need more. It's actually interesting. I sleep like 4 to 5 hours a night, maybe average, for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I'll get to a point where I just need to sleep for like 15 hours. Wow. And I'll sleep a bunch, and then I'm back.
You catch up, yeah.
And then I'll go to bed at 3.
Reset.
I'm back up at 8. Go to bed at 4. Up at 8. And then, but after a few weeks, I'm like, okay, I need like a day where I sleep, and I put my phone in airplane mode so that people, when they're messaging me, they know I'm not getting it. Because if they're coming through and I'm not replying, people panic. Yeah. That's how much I'm on my phone. Jesus. I'm on my phone so much that if messages are being delivered and I don't reply within 10 minutes, people start panicking. Is he okay? Have they got him? Have they got him yet? Christ. You know, because there's people trying to get me. So I have to put airplane mode, which doesn't really fix it, because I guess if they do get me, it might be the day my phone gets busted. I don't know. But it's kind of a thing I do for the people who care about me. But yeah, I work. That's why no one's ever going to beat me. There's a whole bunch of other people and like gurus and self-help coaches and these people online. None of them have been through the things I've been through. Most of them are still kids. Like I don't even know how old you are, and I state
I'm
this.
20.
Okay, 20, perfect. So I state this with absolute respect. You don't know shit about life till you're 30. You just don't.
Yo, that's so funny how he said that, man. And that's the truth. You just got to take that L. You got to be like, yo, I'm humble. I don't know shit. I don't know more shit than the top G. I don't know more shit than the 35-year-old guy who's actually made it the position that I want to be in. I don't know shit. That's how you got to react to it. Yeah, I don't know shit. All right. Now, if you're going to compare me to 18-year-old, bro, I know more than you, buddy. I know more than you. But if he's amassed more wealth than I have, and he's got a lot more skills than I have, then that means I'm just slacking, bro. If that 18-year-old is doing better than I am, and he's got way more skills, looks bigger than me, looks better than me, can fight better than me, can beat me up, can make more money and all that shit, and he's 18, I'm slacking, but I'm going to take some notes. So you got to humble yourself.
You haven't lived enough.
Yeah.
You can be smart, but you can't be wise.
Yeah.
Anybody who's taking advice from a 25-year-old on the internet, you're a dummy. Because at 25, I was stupid.
That's why I'm not giving you advice. I'm interviewing you.
Correct. But at 25,
Dojo of the game, bro. You're so right, bro. Andrew was on his laptop the whole time he was talking to Aiden. He literally gave a whole rant about how he was like, yo, I could literally just talk. He was literally talking to him like he talks to his girls. Like literally just doing his work and then just like, yeah, you know what, whatever, Aiden, just talk. I got this. I can do both. That's sick.
Was dumb. And I'm the smartest man on the planet. So like if you're sitting here and you're watching some guy's videos and just Google his age, don't listen to none of these people, right? They can have opinions, they can be entertaining, they can interview others, they can give their insights, but also keep in mind they are still young, right? As a man, it takes a long time. You have to go through a bunch of crap to learn things. Pain. Exactly. So nobody can outwork me. Nobody can outcompete me. Nobody has a network like mine. And we're talking about me doing 17 hours a day. I have thousands of people on my work schedule. Like I have 100 people who work for me directly. I have thousands of people inside the war room and 170,000 people inside of HU who, if I were to send them a message, would do it. People I know, how do you conquer the algorithm? How do you do this? How do you do that? The number of hours of work which is done per day in the name of Tate is immeasurable. It's incalculable. It's 5,000 people. Well,
bro, that's a fact. I mean, look at me, bro. I'm over here working hard as fuck trying to get these Andrew Tate videos out ASAP. Fast, all right? By tomorrow, I'm going to have 4 clips already done, up on YouTube, posted. Bro, that shit takes me time, man. I got to fucking edit the video. I got to look for the right parts. I got to make sure the first 10, 15 seconds grab your attention. You know, and now I'm trying to work on, like, outsourcing as I'm making more money. So it's working. It's working. I mean, that's the hard work, man. Putting thought into the things that you're watching, all right? And then how are you creating value? Those are the things that I really try to ask myself when I'm watching these videos, when I'm reacting to Andrew Tate. And how, you know, like focusing on getting better. It's a skill like anything else. It's marketing.
Well, let's do the math. 5,000 very competent men doing 17-hour days in the name of Tate. No one's ever going to beat me. The internet is mine. I own it. If you go on TikTok for 10 seconds, it's me. It's Tate Talk. True. It's the same with Instagram Reels.
It's Tate Talk. It's Tate Talk. All right. Let's see. Let's answer some questions. Guys, let's get to know each other. There's 27 people here, all right? Leave a thumbs up for likes if you fuck with the video. If you don't, leave a comment on why you don't like it so that I can get better. We can all get better as a community, all right? And a Discord will be coming soon. Arnaldas Martusevicius. Where are you from, bro? I don't know how to pronounce your last name. But Arnaldas. Hello, what do you think about the real world? What do you mean, what do I think about the real world? You got to be a little more specific. What do you mean, the real world, brother? What do you mean? Like, the money part of the real world? Dating and relationships in the real world? Like, you got to be specific with your question because that's a very general question. What do I think about the real world? I think it's great to live in. I think it's good to suffer. I think there's new opportunities every single day. Like Andrew Tate says, you got to be perspicacious. What do I think about the real world? I don't know. It's such a general question, man. I think you gotta make the most of what you can with the time that you have left. All right, because as soon as you're born, there's a time ticking down to the moment that you pass away and that you die. And the way in which I justify the real world is like, how can I learn as much as I can, and how can I give as much as I can back to the people that are around me? Those are the only things that I have control over in my real life. Let's be honest. So I don't know if I answered that question in the way in which you wanted to, but be a little more specific. That way I could be more specific. About Tate site. Oh, about the Tate site, the real world. I don't know. I haven't even gone on it, man. I'm not going to lie. J-World, what you think about Andrew Tate? Listen, I like Andrew Tate as an influencer. I think he's a great role model for masculinity. You know, I think he promotes physicality, mentality, and emotional resilience every single day. You know, he's very responsible with his words. He's very coherent as a speaker. I like those things. You know, he's very intelligent. He works hard. He's been through shit, and he's got a lot of stories to tell. And, you know, I think that most of us men that sit here and watch Andrew Tate to a certain extent, want to be like Andrew Tate. And the greatest thing about life is that we are never going to be Andrew Tate or like him, essentially. But what we can do is we can take characteristics that he has and we can apply it to our life so that we can be better for the people around us. Like, so what I think about Andrew Tate, I think Andrew Tate is he's just a great influencer, man. A great promoter of masculinity, and he's really exposing a lot of the flaws that are in this like data-driven society that we live in, or like social media-driven society that we live in. He's really exploiting a lot of the loopholes, or a lot of the fallacies that we're exposed to by the movies that we watch, by the things that we were kind of conditioned and grew up, which is like kind of like the feminism movement. Like it's getting worse and worse and worse every single year. All right, let me see. Arnaldus, what's up, brother? Good words, man. Did you think he really will help people to make some money? Because in my city, it is 3:48. I spend $20 to see something, and I don't sleep. So do I think so? Okay, the way in which you can make money on Hustlers University, and I'm not signed up to Hustlers University, but I was signed up to it, is essentially you got to get good at. You got to see what things are you genuinely interested in. If you watch a lot of videos and you watch a lot of Andrew Tate videos, all right, and you're in Hustlers University, and you might as well start learning, analyzing the videos that you're watching. You know, get an editing software on your phone that's completely free. Throw up some subtitles, post it on a new account, throw an affiliate link up there, and then get people to click on it. All right, that's how you become good at editing. That's how you become good at marketing, and getting clicks is essentially how you sell something. All right, maybe you're selling an idea. You have to be willing to sell something. Now, if you don't want to go through the affiliate link course, all right, there is a copywriting course where it teaches you essentially how to sell something. All right. Now, what are the things that you're interested in? Maybe it's photography. Maybe it's car. Maybe you just like washing other people's cars. All right. If you like washing other people's cars, that's great. Get their number, get their email, stay in contact with them. Maybe, ask them a little bit about what they do. Sometime down the road, you're going to meet somebody else that has a problem. The more you talk to people, the more you ask them questions like, hey, what are you going through? What's the problem that you're facing today? You can connect them with somebody else that can help them solve that problem. And guess what? Either you made a friend, you can just do it for free, or you can charge them for it. Get a little money, and they'll be happy to do it because that's a problem they really, really have. So, there's so many different ways in which to make money, and I know it's so general, but I hope that helped answer a little bit of that question. All right, you just got to find ways in which to apply value in other people's life, and you do that by going out and talking to other people. Now, when you go out and do something you're genuinely interested in. All right. If you're genuinely interested in something, odds are somebody else is genuinely interested in it as well. So you might as well communicate and talk to those people. All right. Be like, hey, what's up? My name is. And then be like, hey, I do this, or I've noticed this. Go out and speak to people. That's the best thing about networking. Let me see. So yeah, guys, ask me more questions, guys. This is a good Q&A right now. All right. I'm just kind of chilling right now. It's Sunday. I'm trying to reformat this entire show to not just all be red pill, but to be more of like really self-improvement. So today's Sunday. I like to call this like self-reflection Sunday, where we kind of can all get together, share a little bit of our problems. Who knows, man? Maybe there's 28 people watching right now. All right. If you share your problem, maybe there's somebody else that can help you solve it in this chat right now. All right. We got 28 people here right now. So, or at least let me know what you do down below. I don't care. If you work at Starbucks, great. If you work at an auto dealer, great. I don't know. If you're a mechanic, cool. Drop your Instas, communicate with each other. All right, this is how we do it. Or ask me a question so that I can sit here and I can answer it. All right. Let's see what we got. Or is there a video you guys want me to react to? Is there something you guys want me to react to? At least drop that. Drop anything you want me to react to. You bring good energy. Thank you, guys. I mean, you know, bust my ass. Bust my ass in the morning. Bust my ass all day to come up with a topic. And today was FTX, Sam Bankman-Friedman, and cryptocurrency. And I want to know if any of you guys are into it. AMC, GME, FTX. AMC, I got into it at $14. I got my free popcorn at the movies. AMC and GameStop, they were all quick pumps. It was what was it? It was like a quick. It was almost like a quick. I don't know how to explain it. It was like, fuck it. There's this word that's used to describe Neo in the Matrix. It was an anomaly. It was a situational event that was happening at that time with the whole vid situation, with the shutdown. You know, a lot of companies, a lot of the stock market was doing really, really well. So all these companies had to essentially put their money somewhere else to make money off this hype. And that's what GME and AMC is, right? And the whole GME and AMC was basically, I think hedge funds were short selling and the smaller guys were trying to basically play this game of like whose dick is bigger. And the smaller guy, the retail investor, guys like us, were just trying to show hedge funds, hey, you're not going to make money off us. So we were doubling down, tripling down. But hedge funds have so much money that they just ended up winning at the end of the day, man. They ended up winning. So yeah, those are my thoughts on AMC and GME. It was just a quick, it was a short squeeze. It was a quick pump. It's AMC and GME. They're dying companies. It's not worth investing in. It's not even worth looking into, honestly. And I mentioned that a long time ago. This is not financial advice. As far as FTX, I don't know. I had a feeling about FTX, man. This is a feeling. I had no real knowledge about it. I just saw so many people were pushing it down my throat that I was like, yeah, let me not do this, because I saw how GME and AMC went. So I'm like, yeah, I'm out of that. And today is that day that something will happen and Tate come back. Let's see. Yo, actually, did you guys see this whole news about Tristan Tate says Deji Mayweather has ruined boxing? There was a lot of, I think Jake Paul was calling out Andrew Tate too today, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting. Yeah. No, Jake Paul. And yeah, Jake Paul was calling out Andrew Tate during the Deji Mayweather boxing match, and then they kicked out Jake Paul, and Andrew Tate and Jake Paul had another face-to-face. And I'm just like, yo, like, what the fuck? Like, come on, guys. I feel like it's so much about money and it's less about fighting. But they haven't announced anything yet. And Andrew Tate was just playing chess on his phone. So that was pretty interesting. Yo, 26 people. Guys, come on. Speak up. Say something, all right? Just type anything. Type 1 down the chat if you're valid. Type 1 if you're a crypto investor. 2 if you're into stocks. How about that? 3 if you do both. Are you really going to have a fight? Are they really going to have a fight? I don't know. I'm assuming that they are. There wouldn't be all this hype up for no reason, all right? If they're getting views, if they're getting clicks, they're getting attention, guess what? That attracts money. That attracts investors. That attracts people that are gamblers. Look at FanDuel. Maybe, you know, look into those companies, I'd say. Look at those companies. Those may be opportunities right now. Yeah. 2, thank you. Newbie Trader. 2 into stocks. That your name is Newbie Trader. That's funny as hell, man. That's funny as hell. So yeah. Are you guys invested in a Tesla? I like Tesla. Not gonna lie. 3, both crypto and stocks. I like that, man. Diversify a little bit. That's great. Yeah, for me, I'm definitely a lot more into stocks, but I don't keep all the money that I have. I basically put it all together, and I've just broken it down in different components. Like I basically do 20% into stocks and crypto, and then 20% into just cold hard cash, and then 20% into trying to look for new opportunities, and then 20% into like an emergency fund. And that's the cash that's just never gonna move. Like if something happens and I need cash ASAP, then I got that cash and emergency fund. is basically 6 months of your expenses all summed up. And listen, all this took me a lot of time, bro. A lot of frugality, a lot of saving, a lot of minimalism. Let's see. 3. Meh. So, yeah. I hear. Yo, any other videos you guys want me to react to? Because we got 30 people here, bro. And listen. I respect everyone that's here, honestly. Even if y'all just watching for the vibes.
City boy! City boy!
I fuck with each and every one of you guys. You have no idea. But I want to create a Discord so we can all kind of really break out of our shell and talk to each other on a better basis. I've been a part of the Sneako's Creativity Kit course, and I like what they do. I like the conversations that they have on it. And at this point, I'd rather just run it. If I got 30 people sitting here watching, I'd rather have 30 people going onto the Discord and then just having straight conversations about topics, debates, or whatever. That way we can all sharpen ourselves and all of us get better. All right? I'm not here to just make money off y'all like that. It's not how that works. Damn, 39 people. Y'all W, bro. Leave a like. Leave a like. Or tell me if you guys are into crypto or not into crypto. Or give me a question. Throw me something, guys. Throw me something. If not, I might just react to some bullshit video, bro. I might just have fun today. I might just react to some random ass video. What do you guys want to see? You guys want to watch some Sneako? Psycho Fitness. I'm in the U.S. What's the best bank to safely put in money? And is Webull a safe place to pay out? So, personally, Webull, I've used Webull. I still use Webull. I think Webull is safe. But now, honestly, with the whole same Bank-Friedman thing, I'm going to really do a lot more due diligence into the CEO and how liquid they are. But I have used Webull before, so I can vouch for Webull. Thus far, it is pretty safe. And as far as bank, man, all banks are relatively safe, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Chase, you got Citibank, you got fucking Bank of America. Those are the 3 biggest banks that I know of. You know, so you could play around with those. What's your story? I randomly found you live. Yo, what's up, man? Thank you. WU. My story is basically, dropped out of college 3 different times, paid for 2 of them. My mother paid for the first one. Went to business management. I went to college, went there, looked at all the people in college, and then I was like, yo, listen, I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to learn something, and I'm not getting what I want here in college. All the people there were just pushed into it by their parents, by their teachers. None of them are interested. All of them are kind of boring. All of them are kind of also like disassociate from being in school. So I was like, yo, you know what? Fuck this. Got a job in the restaurant industry, because restaurant industry, guess what? Whether the economy is high or low, you get paid 20%. And in Midtown Manhattan, there's a lot of money out there. So I made sure to get my experience up by working at shitty-ass bar and grills, and then applying for better positions in the city for like fine dining, because I knew that's where the money was at. And again, I lied in a lot of interviews saying I had more experience than I really did, because in the hospitality industry, you need like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years of experience for them to take you seriously. So I just lied about my experience. I'm not going to lie. I just lied about it. And a lot of the times they would be like, you know what? You look like you don't know what you're talking about. Get out of here. And I would just leave. But I would go on like 8 interviews a day. And then a lot of the times I got hired on the spot. And then sometimes they weren't paying enough every week. So I would just leave and I would look for a new job. So eventually I found this nice little fine dining area. And what I realized about getting a job in the hospitality industry is that, 1, look at the location that you're in. 2, look at the managers. Look at the people that are the general managers that are running the places that you work at. All right. If you have respect for them, you're going to have a lot more respect for yourself, because guess what? They're going to teach you. They've been through things. So I aligned myself with the number one, basically the general manager of the number 1 restaurant in the entire world, 11 Madison Park. He hired me out. I gained a lot of experience in hospitality. And, went from being a server assistant or like a busser all the way up to becoming head bartender in a year and a half. And by the time I was 19, I was bartending, even though I couldn't drink. But, you know, behind the scenes, they still let you taste stuff. So, yeah, you know, it was very nerve-wracking at first. I remember I was watching bartenders, and I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, bartenders, they look like they're just doing magic, bro. Like, how do they memorize all that? I could never do that. And then when I got behind the bar, my manager just kind of threw me back there, and I was like, yo, I don't know if I can do this. I was so nerve-wracked. And they broke it down to me very simply. They're like, yo, listen, there's a ratio to alcohol, syrup, and juice. Figure that out. So I was like, oh, damn. Once they broke it down to me very simply, I was able to really break out of my shell. I started making drinks. I started talking to guests. And even though I was 19, they would look at me like, yo, he got no beard. He's young. He's short. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wouldn't have a lot of respect for me. But as I gained more and more experience, I had more respect for myself. Therefore, I knew that the guests had less experience than me, so I was just able to be a lot more confident because I knew what I was talking about. I knew the drinks that they wanted to drink. And the reason why people like me a lot and I got a high tip average is because I would always ask them, what do you drink? What do you like to drink? They'd be like, oh, I don't know. I don't drink cocktails. I'd be like, no, don't worry about cocktails. What do you like to drink on a daily basis? Like, what is your go-to drink? I would take what they would tell me and I would make something up on the spot that would taste similar to that, but with alcohol. And they would love it, bro, and they'd go crazy for it. And I would explain to them how I came up with this, and they just loved the story on how I came up with their cocktails. And they would come back and they would meet me. You know, I even met Halle Berry, made a drink for Robert De Niro, like celebrities and shit like that. And it was a great experience. And then my story will keep going on from there. But let me see what everybody else is saying. Let me see. I think this crash gonna lead to something big in DC. I think so too, man. I'm not gonna lie. I believe so too. Which crypto solve the trilemma? Oh, that's the most interesting thing right now, right? Is if a lot of people withdrew their money from FTX and FTX had a lot of money in there, where is the next pump coming? Because there is going to be a next pump. There's always a next pump. There's always a new opportunity. So where is all that money going to? And that's what I'm trying to figure out, honestly. Is it going to go to a new coin? I mean, maybe Cardano. Cardano is the only coin that's pretty valuable and hasn't really pumped as much. So it might be Cardano. Let me see. Thank you. Liked and subscribed. Yo, shout out to Psycho Fitness, bro. You must really be into fitness if you got a whole channel named Psycho Fitness. Anthony B, change font for the chat scroll. Never mind, it's good. All right, thank you. AMC to the moon and Binance. Yo, how is Binance not a scam, bro? Let's be honest. Binance is very, 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 very like suspect as fuck, bro. No, wait. Suspect. Binance is hella suspect. Let's keep it 100, bro. Binance is hella suspect. Like, nobody knows where their base is. Like, nobody knows where they're based. They have many, many different, they really try to throw the IRS off by having many different locations, and they will say they're placed in one location, but they're really placed in another, and nobody really even knows where their place is, bro. So Binance, in my opinion, is a huge scam, in my opinion. So I would stay away from Binance. AMC to the moon. I don't think AMC is going to get another pump, bro. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But if you could explain to me why AMC is going to pump, then, you know, I'm open to listening to it. I don't mind. Binance will buy FTX. Yo, CZ said that he's out of that. The CEO of Binance said he's not helping them. But if you believe so what do you think the next move is then? That'd be a good question. What do you think the next move is? What do you think people should do with their money? If I had $10,000, what should I do with it? Elon is going to announce Doge this week to cover the community. You think so? I think Elon is out of the Doge pump at this point, bro. I know he supports it, but I think he's out of the Doge pump because now he has Twitter. Used to be a personal trainer, but now a professional MJ grower. That's a W, man. Where you located? I mean, yeah, if you're in the U.S., don't say nothing unless it's legal, bro. Don't say nothing unless it's legal, bro. Where is Bitcoin based? That's a good point. That's a good point. Bitcoin is based nowhere because it has no CEO. It's a completely decentralized asset, and the guy who created it could be dead, but either way, he's unknown. All right. So Bitcoin could be a scam for all we know, but I think it's likely that it's not, because the purpose of it is not to be controlled by anybody. And that might be the Fugazi. That might be the Fugazi, the Wazi, the Woozy, you know what I'm saying? But I doubt it. I doubt it. I think Bitcoin has proven itself. I think Bitcoin has proven itself. So Bitcoin, and, you know, if you want to have some kind of centralized asset, I guess maybe Ethereum, maybe. You know, Vitalik Buterin seems like he knows what he's saying. It doesn't seem like he's over leveraging himself. But if I see Vitalik Buterin start to push Ethereum like that, bro, if he starts to push Ethereum like paying a bunch of people to advertise it, then I'm gonna be like, that's a red flag. That's right. I'm out of Ethereum, bro. Is Robinhood safe? Man, I'm super biased for Robinhood, because Robinhood has me so. I had a bad trade with Robinhood, man. I bought a lot of call options in Robinhood like around January, and I just had a bad day. So I got a bad taste in my tongue for Robinhood. But that being said, Robinhood's all right. I wouldn't. Wait, hold on. Oh my God, that's my dog. Zelda, relax. Yeah, Robinhood had really bad. Robinhood. I had a really bad trade with Robinhood. The CEO of Robinhood is a little suspicious, but Robinhood, I think it's proven itself. Maybe secure. I don't know, man. Would I invest in Robinhood the stock? Probably not. Would I keep money in a Robinhood account? Maybe a little bit. Let me see. Me, I am into AMC, Mulan, and XRP. Not financial advice. LOL. AMC, I don't know what this what is MULN? What is that? I've never heard of that. Maybe we should do some research on that. But yeah, XRP, I remember people were telling me about XRP for such a long time, bro. Maybe XRP is the next pump. Who knows? But I don't think it is. I don't really get the whole hype behind XRP, to be completely honest. But if you could explain it to me. Tori, who stops in to rename FTX Arena? Sheeb, developer, jokingly threw out he wanted to talk. Sheeb, the developer of FTX Arena. No, I think there was somebody else that was trying to buy it out. I forgot. I did read something about something like that, or I did watch it on TikTok. I think cash is still best for now. Wait a little longer. To be honest, nerdy trader, I'm going to be completely honest. That's what I've been doing for a while now. That's why I stopped talking about cryptocurrency for a little bit, because the last time I've mentioned it, I mentioned that my strategy right now is to develop my skills in editing, develop my skills in marketing, develop my content strategy, you know, get better cameras, do better things, get another job, you know, keep trading different products, different assets, trying to do social media managing, you know, really trying to level up in every skill that I have, not so much for the money, but I live a minimalistic lifestyle as is anyways, so I save a lot of my income regardless. And I'm holding cash right now because I think that things are going to get increasingly worse and worse and worse. And honestly, we may even face a depression. I'm going to be honest, bro. We may even face a depression in the U.S. But if not, I might restart it. I might start investing like heavily in the next year or 2 years. But it all depends. It all depends on the news that's coming up. Mulan, is part of the meme stock phenomenon electric car. Yeah, man. Yes, bro. Electric car, EV cars were so big. I made so much money off Lucid, and I sold out, bro. I sold out at the peak of Lucid, bro, because I just knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to get a pump. But again, I lost a lot of it regardless on Robinhood. So. But it was a lesson learned. It was a lesson learned, man. And I my emotions were very much tested during this entire time. My emotions were so crazily heavily tested, bro. You have no idea. You have no idea. During that entire peak, I was doing a lot of trading. I was doing a lot of options, a lot of call options. And, you know, that was the thing about leverage, man. And that's the thing about gambling, is that it does feel like gambling. When even though you can be so sure and you can be so analytical, guess what? You're going to get burned. And you got to know when to just take that L instead of losing all your money. And those are the lessons that Robinhood taught me. Lucid was a big W. Tesla was a huge W for me. So that's why you always have to stay informed. You always have to really be aware. And that's where Andrew Tate says, right? You got to be perspicacious. You have to look for those new opportunities. You have to learn from your previous mistake, and you have to be able to apply that mistake, learn from that mistake, and be able to apply it to the new opportunity. That way you know when your emotions are getting the better of you. Your emotions are a great indicator of the things that you should be changing. All right? Let me see. I don't think XRP, but they're our last line of defense from Gary Gensler. Oh, SEC chairman Gary Gensler? SEC chair. You think he's being bought out, bro? Like, a part of me feels it's so corrupt. It's so corrupt. He definitely looks left and right all the time. Gary Gensler is such a he's sus, bro. I'm not a big fan of Gary Gensler, man. I like this channel. I will sub. Jorge Home, thank you for subbing, brother. Yo, 134 viewers, bro. Yo, leave a like. Everybody, are you into crypto? Put a 1 for crypto, 2 for stocks, and 3 if you're into both. We got 134 viewers. That's a massive W. That's a massive W. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Really have a lot of respect for you. Leave questions down below if you have any question for me. Right now, we're doing just a great Q&A right now. We got a great community going on right now. D, was SBF just really a bad market maker? Is that the bottom line? He took the other side of the trade probably to many times, and it went against him. Yo, I remember watching SBF doing the trading. He did a lot of videos on trading. And I was so like, yo, how is he able to truly like manage his emotions? This dude looks like a nerd. Never works out. Just like chilling like this. Just big as hell. Like eating shit and like playing around with millions and billions of dollars. I'm over here with like 1,000 like options. And I'm like stressing out. And this dude is just like confidently like trading his shit. And I'm just like, yo, like there's no way that's sustainable, bro. I'm like, I agree that he may have a high skill set when it comes to trading and looking at certain indicators and seeing where things are going. But I knew that, like, I understood that he will eventually take out more leverage because you start to build and develop an ego when you go through that amount of trading and you're taking that many W's. And it happens to everybody. It happens to everybody that trades and everybody that invests. They all take those big L's. Here's the thing, though, is that he was taking huge L's with other people's money, and he was going against his own terms and community guidelines, bro. That's where he fucked up. That's where he just got so greedy, and he realized, yo, I'm taking L after L after L. I'm not letting anybody know, and I'm going to cover it up with all this fugazi bullshit. It was nonsense, bro. That was nonsense. That's the shit that pissed me off a lot about that situation. Andrew Tate crypto, dump. Jorge Home, not financial advice, but silver bullion, don't be all cash. Yeah, obviously. Don't, I mean, that's not financial advice, but personally, my opinion is diversify, and it's best not to be in all cash, bro. It's best not to hold all cash, and I don't hold all cash. I don't. Let me see. Ver therapeutic for options. Let me see. A lot of people are, I gotta see 1s, 2s, 1, 1, 1, 3s. So all right, we got a nice little panel here. We got a lot of people that are into crypto, a lot of people that are into stocks, a lot of people that are into both. So what do you guys? What's a good crypto that's not Solana, that's not Bitcoin, that's not Ethereum? Or you know what? Fuck that. If you're into crypto, what's your biggest crypto play? How about that? That's a great question. If you're into stocks, what's your greatest stock play? And if you're into both, what are both that you're into? Yo, shout out to everybody subscribing. Shout out. I can't read. I have very bad eyesight, so I can't see that small. Let me see. Yo, this dude funny. Yo, I'm jokes, bro. My life is a comedy, bro. Love the license plate. Mama Guevitz. I love it when somebody reminds me of this, bro. I have a very funny story behind it. Monero. I heard about that one, bro. I heard about the anti-corporation. Monero. Oh, that was a big one. Isn't that kind of linked to Cardano a little bit, or am I just completely off? They're in some way correlated. Maybe not the exchanges, but maybe like the people that are maybe the CEO. Monero is the cryptocurrency that you basically can't get like traced back to or something like that. It's like really hard to trace, if I'm not mistaken. 190 viewers, yo, welcome to the party, baby. Welcome to the party.
You need to do what you're supposed to do, not what you feel like fucking doing.
So leave a like if you fuck with it, and then let me know if you're into crypto. Leave a 1 if you're into crypto. Leave a 2 if you're into stocks, and leave a 3 if you're into both. Let me see. Now I'm getting ones. Matic, 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 Mana. I did hear about that. I remember that one too. I was into that for a little while. I actually think I have a little bit of Mana. I truly don't understand crypto. What is the utility or the intrinsic value? All right, so crypto is basically just a currency, like a currency that anybody can make up, right? Backed up by the blockchain. What is its intrinsic value? It depends on the coin that you're going for. Like every single coin has, or every single currency has their own utility, right? Bitcoin is backed up. The Bitcoin's utility is, if I'm not mistaken, the peer-to-peer lending system, or the proof of work. Right now, proof of work is what Bitcoin's backed up by. Ethereum, if I'm not mistaken, is proof of stake, and then Solana is proof of history or proof of time. So there's different utilities in which each of these cryptocurrencies have, and that's the homework that you have to do. What is their value that they have behind it, right? Because they're not companies, they're not really making sales and reporting shit. Like a lot of these currencies aren't, and that's why a lot of them are bullshit. A lot of them are schemes. A lot of them are scams. A lot of the cryptocurrency market is what? Like the wild, wild west, right? If you lose your money in a cryptocurrency exchange, guess what? Odds are that money is gone entirely. If you lose your money from a bank, you might get that money back. You might get that money back. You know what I'm saying? There's more people you can talk to, at least through the phone. ADA, yes. Cardano, big. I believe that Cardano might be the next pump, man. Who knows where that might come from, but Cardano might very well be the next pump. No good crypto play right now. So basically stay away from crypto by the thirsty. Okay, let's see. What about a foreign exchange? I'm not into the foreign exchange market. Never been into it. I just think that I should stick to things I know. Right now I'm really big into stocks and crypto. Not really big into Forex. I did interview somebody on Forex, and they talked to me a lot about indices, and it's too much for my head to really grasp. I'm just not into foreign exchange markets, to be completely honest. You Italian? I'm not Italian, bro. I'm not Italian. I'm South American. I'm Ecuadorian, bro. I'm Ecuadorian. First Ecuadorian YouTuber. ADA seems to be the most secure. Maybe ADA is a play. Maybe a lot of y'all are really pushing ADA right now. XYO. What's XYO? No. QNT. What is Q? MNW and QNT. What are those? Talk to me more about those. I don't know what those are. AMC, privacy coin. What has YouTube, let's see, what has YouTube done to me tonight? Yo, Royden, what has it done to you? It's brought you to a community of people that we can sit here and we can talk to, we can vibe to. We got 238 people W to every single person here, man. For real.
City boy, city boy.
You have come to a red pill masculine channel talking about finance, all right? And tomorrow, actually, if you subscribe now, tomorrow I'm going to have a live stream with a young and upcoming realtor that's on YouTube. I'm going to have an interview with him. I'm going to bring in my boy that's also making $10,000 a month off real estate photography. So this is going to be an interesting conversation because Mondays, I want to make it about money. I want to make it about new side hustles. That's what I want the channel to really evolve and go into for Mondays. On Tuesdays, it's going to be take self accountability. So that's going to be really geared towards men and what men are doing correctly, like a lot of blue pill guys. How can they improve their relationships? How they can improve their masculinity? How can they improve in the gym? Like that's what I want Tuesdays to be about. Wednesday, we're going to focus a lot on women. We're going to make it about women. We're going to hold women accountable to their delusional mentality, towards their double standards, towards their shame. All right. We're going to really put ourselves in the shoes of what women are going through, why they're going through what they're going through, and how we can essentially, help our women and lead them in a better direction. And we got to do that by calling them out on their bullshit. And then Thursdays is going to be just trending Thursdays, man. It's going to be straight up trending. Fridays and Saturdays is going to be my days off. I'm going to keep it 100. But I'm going to try to live stream 5 days a week, bro. So it's going to be a grind. So everybody that's here, thank you for joining me. 229 viewers. That's a big ass W. That's a big ass W. Let's see. 50% Ethereum, 40% Bitcoin, 10% other coins. What are your thoughts on the Polkadot, Moonbeam, and Akala? I have heard of Polkadot. I forgot its utility. So I'm not really big into Polkadot. I really forgot what it was. I think I heard Andrei Jikh talk about it. A financial influencer. Moonbeam and Akala. Bro, Moonbeam is already a red flag just because it has the word moon in it. It seems very meme-like. Who's backing it up? 50% Ethereum, 40% BTC, and 10% other coins. That's actually 50% Ethereum. That's actually a W, man. I mean, I'm more geared towards being heavier on Bitcoin than on Ethereum, but because Bitcoin has no CEO and Ethereum is just the most trusted, secured thus far. But who knows that and then 10% is that risk play. I like that. Just 10% of risk play. Italian or Jewish? I'm not Italian or Jewish, bro. I'm not Italian or Jewish. I'm not Italian or Jewish, man. LCX. What was that? It's not Lucid. I don't know what that is. MNW. I'm getting a lot of MNWs and QNTs. That's crazy. I got to do more research. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna write that down right now. We might look into that right now, real quick. M and W and Q and T. All right, because you guys are really bringing that up a lot. Dojo of Gain 1. So crypto, casino tokens. Matic is good. What are you wearing, man? Yo, this is a phone. This is a phone holster. All right, you get to put your phone here. You get to put your wallet and your keys right here. So you don't have to keep anything in your pockets. All right. I hate having like my pockets like bulgy and shit. Also this looks fashionable. You can take this on a date. You can really take this anywhere you go. And you'll stand out. People ask you about it. And it's fully genuine calf leather. All right. So I'm going to be dropping this merch soon too. I really watch it. I wear it in every single video, man. And if you like it, then you're going to be able to get it off me. And it's also branded with the GEEZUS logo right here. So that's a big ass W. Let's see. Banks are doing the same thing. Yo, you guys are going crazy in the chat, man. What the fuck? Yo, tell me if there's something I should react to. If there's a video you guys want me to react to, I'll definitely do that. Is there a channel crypto is over for good? Death spiral. Is there a chance? No, there's no way crypto is going anywhere, bro. There's no way. It's the wild, wild west, bro. Cryptocurrency has come from digitization, all right? And more people are spending more and more time on their phone, collaborating. We just heard Andrew Tate spends 70% of his time, 17 hours a day on his phone. People are not going to stop using their phone. This is essentially an extension of yourself, all right? It's an extension of your brain right here. And that's why It's basically like a gun, all right? That's why you got a phone holster for it, all right? It's a very valuable piece of asset is your phone, and what you're paying attention to, right? What's the leader for cell phone holsters? What is the leader for cell phone holsters? Come on, man, for real? Bro, cell phone holsters are cool. Well, I'm going to make them cool. I will make them cool, bro. Let me see. It is that time to get into crypto slowly. Yeah, I mean, it's down now. If you're not into it, I think it's a great time to possibly look into maybe dollar cost averaging down. That's on you, not on me. No financial advice here. Let me see. Moan is made in a bear market. Money is made in the bear markets. Absolutely. Absolutely. Money is always made in the bear markets. But listen, if you're not a trader, if you're not an investor, if you're not critically analyzing companies, dollar cost average into the, what is it? Into Warren Buffett's method, bro. SP 500, bro. If you want to just put your money in somewhere and forget about it, that's probably the best. That's probably the best thing to do. I'm gonna be honest. Jake Paul versus Andrew Tate prediction. Again, we did a whole live stream. You can watch that. Andrew Tate. I'm going for Andrew Tate. I built my channel off Andrew Tate. I'm gonna support Andrew Tate. I don't think he's a good boxer. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he's a good boxer. I think he's a good kickboxer. I think he's got lethal kicks. But if they're taking away the kicks, I think Jake Paul has a high advantage. That being said, Andrew Tate is still a big dude. He's got a puncher's chance, and he knows how to punch. He's very analytical. Also, I hope he takes a lot of points from the Israel Adesanya fight that happened yesterday. I hope he takes a lot of pointers from Israel Adesanya, because Israel Adesanya was doing very, very well against Pereira, bro. If you haven't watched, if you're into UFC, if you're into fighting, you should really go back and watch that fight. He was doing a lot of feints, and he was getting his opponent Pereira to overreact. And he was dodging the left hand for 5 rounds, man. For 5 rounds. So I think that if Andrew Tate watches Israel Adesanya, takes a lot of those tactics, utilizes it against Jake Paul is going to be in trouble. And I think that's how Andrew Tate wins. I hope that's how it goes down, bro. I hope that's how it goes down. And I hope he just tires out Jake Paul. But Andrew Tate's got to get into conditioning camp. I'm going to be honest, if he's going to beat Jake Paul. Because Andrew Tate is not going to beat Jake Paul if he's not well conditioned. Jake Paul is a beast right now. He's really, really, really beast. But that being said, money on Andrew Tate. Another schmuck speaking. Yo! Ozer! Relax, bro. Banks are doing the same thing. Yeah, they are. Is there a chance the crypto is over for good? No. Everybody, y'all all really think crypto is gone, bro. Crypto's not going anywhere. Crypto is... If anything, if you've been doubting crypto for a long time, now is probably the best time to really start looking into it. Like I said, right now is really the best time to get into it. 100% XRP. We got a lot of XRP people coming in right now. That's crazy. Why? Why XRP? Let me know why XRP, though. Why? Gold. Boomer. We got a boomer here. Gold? Gold? Really? Holding gold? Maybe a Rolex. How about that? Hold a Rolex. Maybe... No. You know what? Rolex is being talked about too much right now on TikTok. So maybe it's not the best time. But definitely, if I'm going to get anything that's gold, it's going to be a Rolex. All right? Less crypto, more real estate. But when is the best time to buy real estate? Because I don't think right now with interest rates being really high, and I'm from New York City, man. It's really hard to get into real estate in New York City. It's really hard. I got to get out of New York City to get into real estate. Are any exchanges safe? I think the best exchanges right now are really Webull and possibly Gemini. Possibly, maybe those two, I think. But I don't know. 100% XRP, BRI. What'd I miss? You missed a lot, bro. IXS. Shout out to you, bro. Always here. Dedicated watcher. You missed a lot. We're going over a lot of cryptocurrency shit. How can you not know Quant? Okay, maybe QNC. Maybe I have heard of it. I gotta refresh my mind on it. All right, because now you just said Quant. I think I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is. Explain to me a little more about it. Talk to me a little more about it. Real comfy. XRP is decentralized. QNT will mint many millions. You better research it. All right, so you know what? We're gonna get into QNT in a bit once I answer all these questions. React to the Muslim lantern, please. Who's the Muslim lantern? Here, I'll write that down. Muslim lantern, because we also be getting a lot of Islamic people and Muslims coming into the community now, and I really want them to be respected. You know, I know not to fuck with that community, bro. Y'all are savages. VeChain. I have heard of VeChain. I like VeChain. I do like VeChain. I like what they're doing. They're actually implementing a lot of their technology into current products and into basically like data analytics. That's what VeChain is about, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or something to do with like food sources and food storage and like moving things around. Something along those lines. I do like VeChain. I have a friend that's very, very, very incredibly invested into VeChain. Don't invest, gamble more than you can lose. Exactly. That's why you got to be very diversified. That's why this is not financial advice. All right. Don't go throwing all your money into some bullshit. Not worth it. What's a trip is when Republicans take power, the dollar gains value, and Bitcoin rides at 11K. Ooh, that's an interesting statement that you made right there, bro. When Republicans take power, Bitcoin is going to go down to 11,000. I like, yeah, no, you might have a point, bro. You might have a point. Muay Thai, definitely Muay Thai. Muay Thai is lit. All right, I love Muay Thai. I've done Muay Thai. 95% Bitcoin, W. I like Bitcoin, but that's probably a lot of Bitcoin. But you must really be a hardcore Bitcoin. You must be a Bitcoin believer, bro. Like, Bitcoin must be a religion to you if you got 95% of Bitcoin. 5% ETH, all on cold storage. W for cold storage, because you're using it the right way. 25% of my savings. Okay, also a W. DCA quarter of my paycheck to BTC. If it goes to 10,000, moving up to 50% of my savings. I like that. That's a good strategy. I like that strategy. Patrick McDonald, you've got a great strategy. I like it. This is the way in which you should be able to communicate how you are investing. All right. If you're going to be investing, this is the best way to communicate. He has a plan. He's sticking to it, and he's going to be consistent and disciplined with it. All right. And he has his own reasons behind it. And I'm a big believer in BTC in the crypto space. So, you know, W plan. Look into crypto projects that focus on utilizing blockchain technology. Yeah, which is what every single coin says. Oh, we're utilizing blockchain technology, but how are they utilizing it? There's only so many ways in which you can utilize it. All right. Look up how, like, what method are they using? Proof of work, proof of stake, proof of time in history, which what Solana was. Those are my favorite ones. Or maybe even tokens. Let's see. CEOs, operators, and what they've accomplished, and who they are partnered with. Yes, you can still, and that's the thing is with Sam Bankman-Fried, right? Like, they did all those things, and that shit was still a scam. That was crazy. XRP, QNT, Algo, HBAR fit the bill on everything. Okay. I like it though. If you have this mentality behind these investments and you're going for it, I like it. I like the strategy. I like how you came up with it. Stay out of crypto and go to silver. Why? Why silver? What the fuck's in silver, bro? Not even gold? That dude is trolling. We only taking pump and dumps, or we gonna talk about stocks? Yo, everybody here is on crypto, man. Nobody's giving me stocks. Even the few people that gave me stocks. I'm into TSLA, bro. Tesla all day, baby. Tesla all day. Let's see. New sub, XRP is the chosen one. W on the sub. Rolex been the best performing asset. As of right now, is the best performing asset. Because like 2 weeks ago, it was hard cash is the best performing asset. which is funny because real estate went down, stocks went down, crypto went down. There's always that influx, and that's why it's great to just diversify, right? Has value because enough people feel it has value. He has no value because enough people. Yeah, you got to be careful when somebody says feel. Even when I say feel, and that's why I said FTX. I felt like it was bad. I had like this gut instinct. I had no real no, you know what? My reason behind it was I don't see how they're promoting they're paying so much money in advertising and they're making all these collaborations for people to push it. And I was seeing it in every single financial YouTuber, financial investor, and I'm like, oh wow. And then on top of that, the cherry on top was, oh yeah, you get a percentage back with each trade you make. I'm like, wow, red ass flag. I'm not doing that, bro. I don't care if Tom Brady put it into money in there. That's a red flag. So maybe that wasn't a value. Maybe that wasn't off my feelings. That was more of smart. Coinbase. I don't like Coinbase, man. I don't like Coinbase. I lost money on Coinbase and I never got it back. It wasn't a lot, but that should put I will never promote Coinbase. Fuck Coinbase. XRP is being used. It's just like getting in contact when something happens with the people at Coinbase, almost nearly impossible, bro. They take forever to respond. They ignore a lot of your messages. You got to email them constantly. Like that was my experience with them. I just don't fuck with Coinbase, man. I'm going to be honest. That's just me personally. LCX is the next exchange. Will be bigger than Binance. Why? Why LCX? I don't know anything, but I still know 10 times more than you do. How are you even behind the mic? That's the thing, man. Robert Olson, if you know so much, you have a channel already. You're in the chat right now. Make your own channel. Put the camera in your face. Start talking about the things you know. Debate me, make me look dumb. So guess what? We can get better, right? Massive W. What's up, bro? QNT to 10th. All right, you know what? I'm going to look QNT. I'm trying to get through everybody's message, but y'all really going crazy. The Muslim Lantern is pretty good at articulating many conservative arguments and Islam ideology and just have a super good informative video. Just please check the video out. All right, I will. You know what? As a matter of fact, I have it written down right here. All right, this is a board. I have many different things written down here because I pay attention to the things you guys say. All right, proof of authority. I like that. Don't trust my exchange with your crypto. Same break. Oh no, don't say that, bro. Tactic, bro. Chill with that, bro. You can get banned for this shit like that. Mike Perfect, Thirsty. Watch BitBoy's video. He ran out and he explains how it goes deeper than SBF. All right, you know what? I did see that on BitBoy. Send me the video that you want me to react to. Thirsty 808. Send me that video so that you look it up on YouTube and I can react to it right now. I'll do it right now. Silver is like sloppy seconds. That's funny, bro. That's funny. Mike, check out ALBT, ABT. All right, let's see. I know more than channel guys. Carl's, then yo, bro, get on a call, bro. Get on a call. Follow me on IG. Make something happen. We'll get on a call. Debate me. Better is good. Don't store on an exchange, but Coinbase is okay since they've implemented two-factor authentication. Don't use exchange without. Yeah, you know I'm gonna be completely honest. But here's the thing with two-factor authentication, man. If your phone gets hacked, or your phone gets if your phone gets compromised, like two-factor authentication, it ain't gonna help you, man. Two-factor authentication is something you should have for every single thing that you have, but it's still susceptible. I think cold storage wallet is the best thing to do. Unless you break that USB drive or you lose that USB drive, then you effed. In 5 to 10 years, owning one QNT will be... All right, you know what? You guys are going so crazy into QNT. I'm going to look up a QNT video right now. What the fuck is QNT? Because you guys are all going crazy on QNT. I don't know what Quant is. Let me see. More crypto online. Is there somebody trusted that talked about QNT that I could look up? A lot of these QNT videos. Quant crypto. All right. Quant network. Everything I found. All right. I got a nice video. Got like 128,000 viewers with a guy with 2.1 million subscribers, Coin Bureau. All right. So we're going to watch this video on Quant.
Interoperability is a buzzword you're probably sick of hearing. Almost every cryptocurrency project that's emerged in recent months claims to be interoperable with blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But under all that marketing makeup, you often find a barely functional bridge that requires a coordinated effort by both blockchains to cross. This is just not feasible when you have thousands of blockchains that need to work together, and especially not when you must build a new bridge for each one you connect to. Even if you do manage to stitch all of these blockchains together, how are you going to use them in an effective manner? The solution to these problems is simple. Instead of building an even more complicated blockchain to connect to existing ones, create a simple operating system that sits on top of every blockchain. One that's truly interoperable with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and virtually every other blockchain in existence.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I'm so confused. I have absolutely no idea what this man said. He just talked about different kinds of blockchains all trying to be. So is Quant essentially intertwining? So basically Bitcoin can interact with Ethereum. Ethereum can interact with Solana. Like it's basically taking all these different blockchains and connecting them. Is that what Quant is doing? Is that what he's saying, or am I completely off? Crypto Mason is good. Shame, bankrupt, fraud. Yes, facts. You're going to go and tell me about crypto.
In this video, I'll be covering Quant Network, a cryptocurrency project without a block.
I'm not telling you anything about crypto, man. I'm just reacting and I'm just sharing my experience. All right. I don't know about Coin Bureau, but he seems legit, so I like it.
That hopes to be the next generation operating system for every blockchain. Before I blow your mind, I need to blow out some misconceptions.
Danny Rowe, you should definitely seriously doubt my credentials because I'm not pushing nothing, bro. All right? I'm just keeping it 100. I'm not pushing nothing. I'm learning right now. I'm learning. I'm seeing what the community is, all right? We got 214 people here today. So chill out. Chill out, Danny Rowe. Look at Crypto Mason video. Hold up. Let me see what QNT really is, bro.
I am not a financial advisor, and nothing I say in this video should be considered financial or investment advice. What you hear today should be just another part of your own research, which I certainly hope you've been.
All right, so Quant Network history.
Quant Network starts with a man named Gilbert Verdian. Gilbert may just have one of the most impressive resumes in cryptocurrency. His private sector experience includes working in higher-up positions at Ernst & Young, HSBC, BP Oil and Gas, and PricewaterhouseCoopers. If you think that's impressive, consider Gilbert's public sector experience.
All right, so look, this is the CEO of Quant Network. This is his resume, right? This is his background. Director of PwC, security lead. All right, you can see everything. 2014, less than a year, always moving around. So he's moving around every 2 years. So what is he really doing in each one of these companies? All right, he's working around the same project: security, supply and trade, digital security. So security. All right.
He was the Chief Security Officer at Her Majesty's Treasury. Gilbert later became the security lead for the UK Ministry of Justice and then served as part of the Bank of England's Cybersecurity and Resilience Committee for over 2 years. Around that time, he was also involved with the US Federal Reserve, helping them identify solutions to optimize their payments infrastructure as part of the Fed Payments Improvement Community. Ever since he found out about Bitcoin in 2009, Gilbert has been pushing for both the public and private sector to adopt blockchain technologies. In addition to pressurizing his former employers, Gilbert also helped create the blockchain ISO standard TC 307 in 2015, something which is currently being used by almost 60 countries around the world to guide their blockchain development. However, in contrast to popular opinion, Gilbert does not believe there will be one blockchain to rule them all. This is because there's no one-size-fits-all.
He doesn't believe in Bitcoin, basically. He's like, Bitcoin is not the chosen one.
Solution to the thousands of blockchain use cases. It's also very unlikely that a single institution would use the same blockchain indefinitely. At some point, they might require a blockchain solution with, say, a higher degree of privacy and decentralization, without too much emphasis on scalability.
Okay, so what he's talking about, basically, what he's trying to, well, I guess the problem he's trying to solve is the issue that Bitcoin will run into is essentially the transaction. It's a very slow transaction rate, right? You can't make fast transactions with Bitcoin right now. And it has a Lightning network to back it up, but it's not as decentralized. So he's trying to create a solution to it when Bitcoin already has a Lightning network.
This is exactly what Gilbert saw when working at these various institutions. Many of them started working with blockchain technologies and were satisfied for the first few years. But as the companies grew and the use cases they needed for that blockchain changed, they suddenly found themselves running into some serious blockchain barriers. According to Gilbert, it would take an average of 8 months and around $4 million for these companies and government branches to build a new blockchain that satisfied their needs. Gilbert realized that what private and public institutions need is the ability to interact with any blockchain they want in a simple manner. They need a technology that would automatically allocate whatever application they made to the blockchain which would best suit their needs. And so, amidst the cryptocurrency hype in December 2017, Gilbert officially announced Quant Network, a cryptocurrency project which is building a blockchain operating system that's interoperable with every blockchain in existence.
Okay, so
Quant Network is not
that
like
what he's doing. He's trying to get them to all right. Who cares about that though? That's my curious thing, is who really is truly going to benefit from having different kinds of blockchains interact with each other? All right. Isn't the entire purpose of blockchain like a long receipt of things for one particular kind of cryptocurrency? Like who's genuinely interested in this? That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. All right. Bitcoin has no CEO. Any coin that has a CEO is a coin I don't trust. Skeptic, modern skeptic. I like it. At least you're skeptical. CMC playing like trash right now. Crypto is definitely proving a sucker is truly born every minute. And I'm not trying to be that sucker, so I'm really trying to analyze this video as best as I can. Sure, BTC is not the chosen one. I think BTC is the chosen one, bro, but it is what it is. I'm just here for the free buffet.
The cryptocurrency projects. Perhaps the only thing it has in common with most other cryptos is that it's still in development. For starters, Quant Network.
Somebody said the government cares about that. All right, and I obviously because the CEO worked for the Federal Reserve, so the government cares about interacting with different kinds of blockchains.
Not have its own blockchain and does not intend to have one either. The reasoning behind this is simple. Blockchains have many use cases, but hosting an operating system is not one of them. Creating a globally interoperable blockchain would not only be incredibly expensive and time-consuming, but would also make creating a robust operating system much more complex than it needs to be. In addition, the technology being used by Quant Network is not open source. It's been patented, something which is quite rare in the crypto space.
It's patented? It's patented technology? You can patent how a blockchain interacts with other blockchains? You can patent that kind of technology? Who's going to stop the next guy from creating the same exact thing?
Buy a dog and die alone.
That's weird.
While this means that neither you nor I can know exactly what's going on behind closed doors at Quant, they do provide just enough information to give us an idea of how everything works. The Quant Network is made up of two key elements. Overledger OS, their interoperable blockchain operating system, and the Overledger...
Wait. Let me look at that. Let's look at that model real quick. Let's look at that model real quick. All right, it says Overledger, all right, existing networks, platform, extensive systems, okay, enterprise permission blockchains. Let me see. Ethereum, Ripple, okay, JPM, okay. So this is how they're all connecting with each other. All right, and then public permissionless blockchains. So this is like Bitcoin. All right, so they're all kind of leading to them. Okay, cool.
OS, their interoperable blockchain operating system, and the Overledger network, which consists of all the parties building apps with the Overledger operating system. The Overledger operating system will allow anyone to create multi-chain applications, also referred to as maps. Maps are made up of treaty contracts, which make it possible for smart contracts from separate blockchains to interact in an automated manner. In other words, Overledger OS makes it possible to build applications using multiple blockchains instead of a single blockchain. This means you could create an application on Overledger OS that would leverage the speed of the Stellar blockchain while also providing the security of the Bitcoin blockchain. Overledger OS currently supports multiple enterprise blockchains, including Hyperledger Fabric, R3 Corda, and even JP Morgan's Quorum blockchain. As far as cryptocurrency blockchains go, Overledger OS currently supports Bitcoin, XRP, Stellar, EOS, IOTA, Binance Chain, and Constellation. Here's the...
It supports Binance Chain, sus!
Overledger OS does not provide a fixed speed in terms of transactions per second. This is dependent on the blockchains your application has been built on. Although we may never know what makes Overledger OS work, the Quant Network website...
Wait, hold on. You can't just go over that. It's talking about we don't know the amount of transactions it can make per second.
Blockchains your application has been built on. Although we may never know of transactions per second. Constellation. Here's the catch. Overledger OS does not provide a fixed speed in terms of transactions per second. This is dependent on the blockchains your application has been built on. Although we may never know what makes Overledger OS work, the Quant Network website...
So then what's up? So like, okay, so they have no control over the speed, all right, of how blockchains are working or how they interact with each other. That's up to the blockchain itself and their individual currency. So that's a big problem right there for QNT, all right? That's a big problem, right? Because what do we know about business is that we need everything to work quickly. So if you have a product or a coin or whatever, right, and one of its values is to connect things together, but it's lacking the ability to make things work faster, then how are you gonna outcompete somebody else that does that duplicates and steals that same kind of technology? Even though it's patented, it don't mean that somebody else can't go and create it. That's the whole point of the cryptocurrency world, right? So tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's a big red flag. That's a huge red flag that they're not able, that they don't have the ability to basically improve the speed of the way in which other blockchains interact with other blockchains.
That it's based on Google's Kubernetes technology. Without getting into details, Kubernetes is used to ensure that an application can be used by thousands of people without failing. This brings us to the Overledger network. As I mentioned earlier, the Overledger network consists of all the parties building apps with the Overledger OS operating system. These parties...
Okay, so then this would be my next question right here.
...can be used by thousands of people without failing.
Okay, so it says it can be used by thousands of people without failure. Now, what's that limitation, all right? Because we've seen that with Solana, right? We got to learn. We got to learn from the mistakes we made. So Solana... essentially, it got capped out at a certain point. Like the system crashed 2 times. It was being tested. How many people have traded on this platform that can prove the limitations of where it works? So we understand that it's lacking a little bit of speed, but how durable is it? They just said by thousands. How about millions?
This brings us to the Overledger network. As I mentioned earlier, the Overledger network consists of all the parties building apps with the Overledger OS operating system. These parties are...
What the fuck is that?
The Overledger network.
An Overledger, an enterprise operating system that interconnects blockchains, enterprise platforms, and networks. Interoperable, connect any network to any network without overhead or limits. Hyper decentralized applicants that run and store data on multiple blockchains. Multi-chains. All right, these are all multi-chain apps. This is the Overledger, existing networks. And then you've got enterprise permission blockchains, public. All right, and then this. Well, I guess this is just like the. It's just like the structure on how it's supposed to work, but I don't really understand the necessity. It just kind of connects all of them together. But what would I really need this for? Like, how would this really help me if I'm big into crypto and I have all my wealth into crypto? How is this going to help me? Where can I use this stuff? Am I just holding a coin? Let's see. Sounds like abracadabra to me. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of stuff that are just being put together, bro. And I saw the CEO. The CEO, when you look at his track record, he moves every 2 years. He's just trying to make a bigger bag. Like when you have a CEO that's moving around every 2 years, it means they have experience in that area, but they're just trying to make a bigger bag. They're just trying to get promoted in salary. So the intentions behind it could be greed, right? Greed, man. Got to be careful for those things. I'm just saying. There's a lot of little things that I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe he had me. Maybe he has. Maybe the CEO has the experience to put these things together. He works in securities. All right. I like the idea that you're interconnecting different blockchains together to work together to basically like unite things together. That's a nice, noble idea. But is it fast? How do we use it in the real world? What's the value it actually has?
Consists of all the parties building apps with the Overledger OS operating system. These parties are divided into 2 categories: community participants and enterprise participants. Both must pay licensing fees on an annual basis to Quant Network to use the Overledger OS in order to build apps. This fee is fixed for community participants, but can vary significantly for enterprise participants, depending on several metrics, including network demand and the size of their company. Apps created by participants on the Overledger network can be for personal or corporate use, or they can be monetized and made available for commercial use on the Overledger network marketplace. So, where exactly does Quant Network's QNT token fit into all of this?
There you go.
Quant Network's QNT token is an ERC20 token used by community and enterprise participants to pay those annual licensing fees that I just mentioned. It's also the payment method within the Overledger network marketplace. That said, everything is priced in dollars, meaning the amount of QNT tokens you need to shell out for a licensing fee or to purchase a product from the marketplace depends on the current market price of QNT. The market price of QNT is determined using Quant Network's own in-house oracle. All licensing fees and product payments made in the Overledger network marketplace are settled using Quant Network Treasury Smart
Hold up, I gotta rewind that.
Fee or to purchase a product from the marketplace. It's also the payment method within the Overledger network marketplace. That said, everything is priced in dollars, meaning the amount of QNT tokens you need to shell out for a licensing fee or to purchase a product from the marketplace depends on the current market price of QNT. The market price of QNT is determined using Quant Network's own in-house oracle. All licensing fees and product payments made in the Overledger network marketplace are settled using Quant Network Treasury Smart Contracts. For licensing fees, the Treasury locks the QNT provided by a participant for the 12-month duration of their contract. When that contract expires, QNT tokens are automatically sold by the Treasury at current market prices.
So it's essentially just like another bank with shareholders, and then they're just doing they're making option plays with smart contracts. My man, the CEO just rebuilt the same system and called it something different, bro. Like, he just took shit and took another piece of shit, a new shit. He created new shit, and then he just slapped a label on it called QNT. Thus far though, you know, I gotta see where this is going.
Any product payments made on the Overledger network marketplace, the Treasury acts as a third party to the transaction and takes a small cut. In the event multiple participants on the Overledger network are selling the same or similar service, they can increase their exposure to potential buyers by staking an additional amount of QNT tokens.
All right, so staking is also required for helping prioritize gateway operators when there are multiple gateways who can transact the same resources. The gateways that have staked more QNT with the Treasury will be ranked in terms of priority by the algorithm to determine who will receive the transaction request. This will be ready for the after stress test period. This is so much complicated jargon, bro, that
with the Treasury. In other words, they can pay for advertising. This begs the question, is the QNT token worth it? Well, to answer that question, we need to examine the tokenomics. The tokenomics of Quant Network's QNT token are, quite frankly, not very clear. At the start of the project, CEO Gilbert Verdian stated that Quant Network would not issue a token and would not be doing an ICO. The Quant Network white paper also does not mention a token of any kind. But, lo and behold, an ICO for Quant Network's QNT token took place in May 2018. This ICO seems to have fallen flat, raising just $11 million. The soft cap for the ICO had been set at 16 million, and the hard cap had been set at just over 40 million. Given that the price per QNT at ICO...
You see this? This is how they did it, though. This is how they did it.
This ICO seems...
They got investors. They got people with money to invest to pump the price up, bro. This is not like a natural, organic thing that people are using. This is a bunch of not even smart people, a bunch of idiots with a lot of money trusting somebody else to, hey, listen, put your money here, you know, maybe tax evaders or some bullshit, right?
Fallen flat, raising just $11 million.
Politicians, whatever.
ICO had been set at 16 million, and the hard cap had been set at just over 40 million. Given that the price per QNT at ICO was around $1.1, this means that...
All right, let me see what you guys are saying, because maybe y'all coming at my neck. I don't know, bro. Listen, QNT is just looking very, very suspect to me. That being said, now let's think about the story. Is it a good story? Do you think most people will fall for this? I think it has a good story behind it. I think it's got some good layers. When you peel it back, when you peel a little bit of the layers, it starts to look good. But then as you get more and more deeper into it, and as you actually start to understand and apply these things, it's like, nah, I don't think it works together. That being said, what's the price at, and could it pump up? Are more people getting interested in it, and are they talking about it, and are they putting their money in it at the end of the day? Because that might be a quick way to make money. QNT scam, nothing works really main, backdoor into everything. BSC, the coin owners are shareholders. Research the tokenomics, you will understand what it is. Because, for example, ETH charges insane fees, other networks do not charge nearly as much. So when you are on a connected chain, you can go on the less expensive one. Okay, that's a W. That's a W. I wish, this guy, Coin Bureau, was able to explain it the way Lab Mix Studios was able to explain it. All right, that makes sense. But is that really true, or where'd you get that source from? Is that really truly how it works? Like, Lab Mix, if you have crypto, are you able to do that? Are you able to make a transaction with somebody else using Solana's blockchain? Why not just make the transaction with Solana? Why go through QNT? Crypto's the future, bro. Some crypto guy. You should talk about project and examples. FTX and Alameda might have exposure to, and maybe see if they are no longer safe. Yo, they're not safe, bro. They're not safe. They're run by absolute weasels. Let's be honest. Whale, who owns Bitcoin. Man, check the partners and the ecosystem. You will understand the scale of this project. Stop blah, 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 things that you don't understand. Whale Ali, bro, I'm not blah, blah, blahing nothing. I am reacting to what I am watching, and this is informative. This guy clearly did his homework. I am trying to break down what he is saying, and I'm just asking questions. I'm letting y'all see where my skepticism is going, and if you think I'm wrong, let me know. Just like this guy did right now. He just said that when you use QNT, essentially you're able to take a less transaction fee when using that blockchain. It makes a little more sense to me. That's actual a pretty good utility. But who would be using that? All this about SBF. What about Maker DAO, dude, that committed suicide? All right, I'm not going to talk about that. I don't even know about that. Well, if that was true, then why have a CEO? That would make us all CEOs. Those two dudes, were they the Property Brothers when they get into crypto? BSC Research, you will understand. You will not regret it. BSC Research. All right, I'm writing that down. Lab Mix Studio. So Lab Mix, I'm wrong. I'm wrong? How am I wrong? Maybe he fixes the problem he was hired for. His job's done. Then he moved on. You're completely wrong. Okay, but whatever. Lab Mix Studios, tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm wrong or not. I don't know if you're talking to me. Hello, Lab Mix. Or are you talking to Wild Alley? I can't sit here for this. Complicated means it must work or maybe not. Lucky I must mean tokens. Haha. Those guys work with IETF. Do you have any idea what is that? I have no idea what IETF is. I have no idea. I'm going to be honest. ETC and Feds. You're etc. and Feds. You're talking what the fuck are you saying? Interoperability? I don't know what you're saying. Check still works, by the way. QNT works with IEFT and MIT to build the next internet of values. Coin Bureau is legendary. I like Coin Bureau. He's stating some facts right now.
10 million QNT tokens were sold. From what I was able to gather, QNT started off with an initial supply of around 45.5 million tokens. According to an interview with Gilbert, this was also the maximum supply. But as it turned out, that maximum supply was cut by nearly 66% just a few months after the ICO in September 2018. Their Medium post, which details the burn, however, notes that only 9.5 million QNT were burned.
So true to our word, we have finalized our ticker QNT. Token burn on Friday, forward to September 28th. How many tokens were burnt? We burned this many. So remember, when they burn tokens, what happens to the price of QNT? It essentially becomes more valuable, and that's essentially how they manipulate the price, right? They're being transparent about it, sure, but it doesn't change the fact that they're still inflating the price of QNT by manipulating, which is burning it, which is burning the amount, this many amount of coins, because they can easily print more coins to deflate it,
which is not even a fourth of the total supply. In any case, the current distribution of QNT tokens is apparently as follows. Just under 10 million are in the hands of regular folk like you and me. This is probably the QNT that was sold during the ICO. Nearly 4.6 million QNT tokens belong to the Quant network, meaning they hold around a third of the total supply of QNT tokens. On the bright side, Etherscan appears to confirm their stated token distribution. Although a maximum supply of roughly 45.5 million QNT is still noted, a quick glance at the largest QNT wallets proves that the new maximum supply of QNT is in fact roughly 14.6 million.
All right, so you look at QNT wallets. Look at this. 21% of it is owned by one fucking wallet, bro. 21% of it is owned by one wallet. But then the second one is 2%. All right, 2%, 1%, 1%. I mean, You still see some pretty significant numbers here, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but it's still decently alarming.
At the top address is the smart contract where the 9.5 million burned QNT are apparently sitting. The info tab on Etherscan also gives some more details about the September 2018 token burn and new supply. Another thing to factor in when it comes to QNT's tokenomics is that 12-month lockup period for any QNT used to pay for licensing fees. Under the right circumstances, this suppressed circulation of QNT tokens could set the stage for some serious price action.
Okay, so you're saying they cannot, Whale Ali, you're saying they cannot print anymore. They can't make any more tokens? Okay. If they can't, that's a W. If they can't, that's a W. Who's stopping them? How did they make this network so that they can't print anymore? Is it kind of like Bitcoin?
This brings us to the next pressing question, the price action of QNT. The QNT token may just have one of the most beautiful price histories of any cryptocurrency. QNT debuted on the crypto market in August of 2018. This is because QNT tokens sold during the May ICO were locked for 2 months. For over 2 years, the QNT token has been in a very visible uptrend. It seems to have had its own little bull market in July 2019, reaching a high of over $13.
Okay, so let's look at this market. Let's look at this graph real quick. October, it was down, whatever, less than pretty much like $1. And now, in October and a year later, it's up to $16. It had a massive uptrend here in July. Why? What happened here? This would be my question. What happened here? What was going on here that caused this thing to go up? Then it went down, whatever, normal shit. That shit happens. And then what made it, go back up? Like, is there marketing behind it? Is people talking about it? Is there more utility? More people are using it? Like, now it's back. It's higher than where it was. So would right now be a good time to buy QNT with everything that's going on with the crypto market, with it becoming more and more and more unreliable, essentially, in the eyes of investors? I would say, if you're a truly believer of QNT, either dollar cost average or wait till it drops down to, I don't know, maybe like around here, like around $8. It seems like it was a little more sustained at this price point. Listen, I'm not great at reading charts. This is literally just me doing this shit off the cuff, bro. I'm just winging this shit at this point, bro. So don't take my shit too seriously. Don't take my advice too seriously. Don't go crazy on that. Oh God. Those initial investors he showed are the ones who will make millions. The ones who buy QNT over $100 will lose. It's literally a pump and dump in the making. How can you not see that? Oh, that's the thing with scams and pumps and dumps is you can't prove it until it's already happened, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why all you gotta do is be skeptical and be wary about it, man. You can take a chance, but I don't know. It is on Etherscan. Okay, cool. Less DNC than Bitcoin. Interoperability. Nice, thank you. Interoperability. I'm done with some words, bro. By the way, leaving your money on an exchange is well stupid. They made all that with zero marketing. Okay, not bad. W for them. So pretty much the average Joe is not buying it. It's more like investors are slowly starting to look into it now. So maybe, I think, do you think it could go on a decline? This is where you see more and more users coming in, right? This purple chart right here is where you see more and more users going in. Can't pump unless you dump, bro. Some crypto guy. When QNT was worth pennies, that was a time to buy. The opportunity was given to the initial investors. Exactly. After that is basically hot potato. These shit coins are pegged to how good Bitcoin is doing. I think that's a good take. I'm going to be honest. QNT is over $100 now. Is it really? When was this video made? Jesus Christ. Yo. Sheesh. So I might be off. Let's see when this video was made. This was 2 years ago. Oh, God. Wow, that was so off. Hold on. Let me look up where QNT is right now. QNT price. Oh no, QNT's at $28, man. No, I'm wrong. Hold up. I looked up the wrong thing. All right, here I got it. I got it on CoinMarketCap. Let's look. Oh, it's at 98 bucks. Sheesh. All right. Let's see where it was at. Oh, wow. It went up to 220. Holy shit. No wonder y'all believe in this shit so heavy, bro. That show was at 16. Where was it? No, it's not even here. That was 2 years ago, man. Jesus Christ. 270, dropped from 270 and still went back up. When did it go back up? Again on October. Huh, maybe October. Maybe it's bad. Maybe it seemed like there's a little trend on October's. That's crazy. Damn. I guess you know this is the thing. I can't make a full opinion when I don't have all the understandings behind it. Now that you see the money going up, now I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I should learn a little more about this shit, bro. But I really want to buy when it's an opportunity. Like if I were to buy. Let's see, like 49 bucks. So we know the bottom is 48. And look, it just dropped. It went from 200 to 98. So I think it can still be squeezed out, bro. But will it ever go back up to here? I don't know, man. $384? What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? So okay, how did it reach here? This was obviously during the crypto pump, I'm assuming. And it's going down. What's going to get it to propel to go back up again? Is it going to be the crypto market? So shouldn't you how liquid are they? Are they leveraging? Like, where's all this money coming from, man? With $2 billion, SBF will be able to move into middle class. Ha ha ha. QNT reached 400. Yeah, it did reach 400, man. And if you were in it, bro, I hope you sold. I hope you sold at that top, bro. I hope you did. It took some profits at the very least so you could, see things like this coming. When it's down now, well, it's at 98, still higher than $14 2 years ago. So it hasn't dropped 90%, it's dropped, but it still dropped significantly. QNT pumps when everything dumps. Interesting. It's going to 10,000. One day you will wish you had bought it at 400. Yo, honestly, just after this conversation, I might just get like $100 of it. just to see like 10 years later, bro. That way you can't say that. You can't be like, oh, you wish. You know what I'm saying? Now y'all got me on that FOMO now. Fear of missing out. All right, should I finish this video? Because he just goes into network roadmaps, into his final thoughts. I want to see Coin Bureau's final thoughts. Let's see that guy. That dude's pretty smart.
That there won't be one blockchain to rule them all. Different use cases often require different blockchains, and the resulting network of blockchains will require a user-friendly interoperability layer for individuals, businesses, and government institutions. Were it not for Gilbert's incredible experience and connections, I would be seriously doubting whether Quant Network would be able to convince public and private institutions that their Overledger OS is the solution to their current and future blockchain woes. Although Quant Network seems to have had a hard time on the development side, it seems to have finally broken through that barrier with its recent testnet. The question is whether it can create something that will truly wow the people it's hoping to sell its licensed technology to. On that note, I don't think you can really classify Quant Network as a cryptocurrency project for that reason. The project is not open source, and its operations and partnerships are also not very transparent.
Yeah, so like what pumped it? It must have been like some kind of hype, some kind of desperation. People wanted to see what the next pump is gonna be. Like, what really made people be like, yo, like this is something I must use, something I must have? Was it the technology? I don't think it was the technology. I haven't even heard about it. What I do like is that most people aren't talking about it right now. So that in itself could be an opportunity. Let's see. Somebody said Quant is built for the
What's
future.
up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to go over Quant. QNT, right now it's priced at $106, $105. It's tanked a little bit because Bitcoin, the overall market is down. FTX, bankruptcy, the collapse, and are scalable, but they lack decentralization or they lack security. Or you see some cryptos that are secure, but they lack scalability. So it's hard to have all three. But Quant right now, merging all these solid blockchains and tech together, I think that's a huge move. And it's something that you still don't see really talked about much in the space. Everyone's still trying to find that perfect crypto, that perfect project that's just doing everything. Like, I'm very bullish on Ethereum, although Polygon, the layer 2, is like acting like a layer 1. And it's kind of like branching off. Needs a lot of work on their exchange, a lot of work. They're working with the enterprises and banks, which is what these ISO cryptos are actually going to be massive dollars for, or the expectation anyway. So I just see.
Okay, so pretty much they can improve on their security. They're not truly promising everything that they say they're doing yet, but they could be. But I don't know, man. Honestly, I would just get Bitcoin, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'll just stick to Bitcoin. I might dabble. I might put like, maybe 1% or like $50 into QNT just for shits and giggles, bro. I did that same shit for Cardano, and that shit paid off, bro. That shit did pay off at that time. I wish I can go on the mic. Whale Ali, bro. Yo, follow me on IG, GEEZUS George, GEEZUS George. Send me a DM. We can get on a Discord and you can tell me all about QNC, bro. We can have a whole conversation about it. I can schedule you in. And, we can just get more informed on it. I may still disagree with you, but it is what it is. But either way, you can still get your message out. Terrell Donald, this will pass everything. Will come back to normal. You forget about MT. No, I think everything will go back to normal. I just think it might take some time, like 5-10 years, averagely maybe. I don't know. But Bitcoin, in 2024, when it has another halving, I think that's going to be like gold rush. Like around 2023, right before whenever Bitcoin is going to go, it's going to go through its halving. I think that's when people are really going to talk about it more and it's going to get hyped up. So right now that nobody's talking about it, like I said, it seems like it is an opportunity to slowly dollar cost average in. So that's what I'm going to be doing. QNT is as serious as it gets. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. I'm out. This was a great conversation. Everybody, thank you. 184 people coming on, watching this stream. I hope you've learned something. If you haven't learned anything, well, don't subscribe. Don't subscribe unless I provide you with at the very least, a little bit of value, bro, or at least some kind of entertainment. All right. So thank you for joining, guys. I'm out.